you can't say shata wale ni stone boy mo ni sa akode mu a omo de da wan fa yete ase but enipa dodo sen na lumba ni omu si so mabrabo aka akiri nipa dodo sen me pese me bo obidin mini bread me pese me bo ni din
no so
enipa dodo sen
so hwe shata braba shatam which stood by him.
Oh yes.
Anzana woye shata.
Shata, yes. So enti no ewias na ye wo no. Yanka nu acha se agro na ede. Enye obi na bebre na wabefa na japade.
Nabi.
Montwe mo ho na maame no. Maame Akosua se wa ye princess papa bi. O me fight for the rights. Montwe mo ho na maame brempoma o me ye ni nua celebration ye nyina for don touch na wo pewu. Nsuo to nsuo anto. Sa celebration ni me sit down kwa homachi mi si wonom around bed 2 mi si wo me drive hu akosi wo say santan ayokra me wuru banim mi si wo upo ye beye anwoya nipa wo ya anwoya papa wo ya anwoya de opoto man de opoto
ya se mi hu bi da
anwoya de opoto
opefunu
amana
fu opefunu
wo so opefunu enti enya wo na esie no usie ni wi a wo de so opefunu na no ana wo pe
ofi usi
esie na bi e de ba se bi
Kofi usu di afa yo na nka wo de be fa ye side de a na me ne one of me brother ka wo ye betwitwa ka wakogya dem dia wo de beko ka de be ya wo me do nya me se nka me mintim ko ka me kota nka ase la yakobo pa me ka me se nka me kon kra ha ba bia akobo pa am yakoto atwene jese
kwani bi wo na wo so mo chine no mo gu no ye di mu ku na ye de ye di mu ku na ye de papa ni mu we ti wo ji
na mo twa ho ame anya ya de ahoya na ye wo ya ahoya papa suenyansa wate wanim ti se the first one rasta samana no nyamanu bi na ya first di galo on ene sa pokre first we se pokre o mo mesi no mo teteton nyamanu bi na ade sra won woni futufo o skin crack se oni wa moto mo ahye ti se heaven fire chese wa abuto bibre me wa kasa wo fa asenyum ba ko me beba ma aputo bibra waje fi aboso ye be ma o ye betu ase Kofi usu wo ya hoya o ye nka nche o ntimi nka ma me brempoma no ntumu da ntimi nka na nije kakra na wo be ya ma ye nyina de odo ata na chi ni hye da mupo ene na yiwaso neti Uro my father no Collins amankwa ne hwan akoto no sa lady nkwa mi hu ni di akoto hwan ni no me pa cho yenso ye boka 100 billion nti munya ready ye ma mu just 30 seconds mun ko fambra ye ma mu 1 hour ye ma mu 1 hour 100 billion e kana yabo se mu se mu bo 20 billion ye across no times 5 amam dey say 100 munyi masum e mu se di mu di agro mu ya ma me ne nkasa wonkasa Modie Monchan, me bosses said the international court. Me pa the same way me international court. Now pump celebration in Bebas. How dare you so bidding in me? How dare you confuse so any msheshi? How dare you confuse so much to a msheshi? How dare you? Now me say wokaya me ofa on me bopa. Me for quanti biaso. I'm yako to watch ni pum. I'm a more doing po ye hu ni pedria. Would ya fe you? And you go up, you say be a rough power, would ya fay you? A yawda, that's how would ya fay ye? A yada, and can't be she will be run a bit some corn, yes, because when we say with any more shall no one, yes, sir. No one will say her name, see no warrior, and after they are but would they have 2 nights? Would ye? Where 2 9 festival, confuse you. And I just heard their police if Ghana ha a soldier for near police for you now. Ene be konka na se paase di nwane ampa unsa moya monkwase ade okumase no obi tu ni ye itimliga wife bi ba ho ye ba ho wana aka ye is a record se obi akoye na ayi na obi ankoye na ayi na de pe no de maame ne pe no ono so wa adofo ayi wi fo na na omo boja matam lumba kan se sa monkwase aflame na mokoye no tam omutam omo di boja man e wo omo ye obusiafo
omo master ene ayi
Amoye wabusiafo ada wunya ho kobo t-shirt abusia panyi me feel shame ma papa ukobo t-shirt E na wo baba be Philip Post. E na be chere gangster level. E na chese wo baba be hey wo. Me think me wo fa ne wo. Se woni ma wa hu. Me wo fa cross atwa oyi kwamna safo twa ne husuro me. Wate. Na ka me wo fa ne wa me donya me seska wo ho rough. Na ma chire wo nyansa. Because woni me nyansa. Me mo dua nya me simple kwa fa gangsters. Me cross akofa gangsters. Na ma be mafia wo. One moto pe. Moto wo anka wo me se mo nya ohio kom be mantam wo kwaye bi mo ama wadi wunam ne wu ko because wo se fata wo dia feye papa rade eya na me bo me nsa no se papa we wo dia feye e na wo chi no ntwam kankan wo fun wo shwa se fin wo ya bo wate na twen kama is a bitch se Lumba na ya mo se mo mantam nti no ontimi de ne ho nya bibia hwa mika bibi mimi maame oye konfo na konfo na oye no wawu ensuo ne ne ball no na wonim ya ofa baaku asema meka da bia sometimes ameka ya ofa baaku ye o ye mpene nkofa agro unsa konfo nso de fa konfo different no mo be grow ade na se ye de ni mo hwe ene konfo panyi bi di yanim ne ye bibia se na akam amamre ni bi yanim me ofa netiem obeje de se ma me we 2 weeks pepe na bosom ni kum me ma me ofa bonsu tetwa wo schools wo sika papa enso bosom no kun ne to kuna men na chia ye basa na yiro no miensa wo dia fa yi mo me se mo dia fa yi kofi usu dia fa yi o me se ka me nko an me costrobo rough ka me chiro shege se 1 billion kwa na ka mese wo ho mpo awo wo na mbetete wo kwaye mu a wo mabie mu a
From the omode falo yalla me sinka me yo kakra me ache mu omu nyina to be ba
to nyame ye do be fi akobeti se ha ni sirem me se ba bia do be kono won me se mema o Masland Island pa na me ye do akọ sika ye didi nkwa me nko police station mini ba bia nka mefa
omo nja nyame be ye no
police station
kan omo enya sa de papa no se bi omu so
wo fie kwa no sa metew mema boys atew sa mema boys atew
se ye fa boys ko omu ho a obi abedwani
me see nkrafo no de omu nkrafo no
nima boys no na wa chira omu
Tankaselai.
Omu de shit.
Let be ko tankaselai. Nima. Nima. Ena can say sanko fo we say kwa
Langard for no.
Minko wo mo wo ho. Me cheche location. Omo hihye baby a miminim. Na wo de ya wo say na egu app ne so no. Se eni aticha wo de mfa mo jimi mra. Mo mfa mo kwasi asem mra. Aden mami brempoma wa ye odai amesa ye odai amesa wa ye odai mami amesa boni be na amesa ye wo se wo Lumba e wo mami brempoma ba ko no ka ho kwa mi monidi ofiso no de ono no adwere no na adwere ye se nketekete se ayi no e ti amesa boni oye ne se wa wo brempoma tu abusuani mo ama ayi kan se mami se wa enso hu se we dey okita gift nti meboa o ama we share no ani onyama pie nene na se de nie asem we dey ni kwa se so ha na enso ha se mo international court aye beko ma me ne beji na japadie nyina mo ma me ne beji na japade ogina ho se na yi ba fie na de se nka Lumba kwa abroche na obo oda man ka odun sa be si ubo se wo fa ase no Lumba kwa iminimo bi wo kwa abroche na nebusuafo to oda mbo ma no ehinti Lumba kwa abroche no ye bodam ni sansani kohwini ne na abroche ona nka oni paper ne boy ye sabo me te kwase ebo ne ba ma me ya na be fa no koye ada na mo ye sa Germany ho me papa ho first no Hamburg na ye se o ko juice book Germany ablabo ne de ne me se da be fa o se tobo awo me ba be fa onya abotre bibia ya abotre ama ye se kwa abroche ko na temani so kwa abroche 2009 me na me ko ja ne kwan Wadin me ba be fa no. Nanu ya no onya ne paper o. 2000 me si nanu ya na papa nya ne paper o. wo ya ne nkrata na obi agi sika na di ono obi ya nkrata na o ma gi sika na di sa me bi kwada wo soma me so obi agi ni sika obi agi ni sika 700 million acha pass na me ka acha getting to 10 years it me fa ne ko baby share me papa mo gi ni sika di sa tatma na o Hamburg no wo mo gi ni sika di nanu ye na me papa nya pepa wona me ka nwasem kwa me hwe sunu a to ne ade kwa abroche ne kwa no in fact e ya temani so me Jesus kana me de bi so bobra pa gigi stores ebiebie me nyuma ne mu tire me nyuma no ma ayo se beboa anya sa abroche nya bi si TikTok am ya sa abroche na fom dan mami ko ye hwe kambu befo bia ne kwasia fom osere na nka oma awo de ukakra kra hwe se na wonsa nyina moamoa na abrochire snow we mami panyimu na so ahye kambu ni we ya mosire enkurasefo munhu bidentia moti to atense wonim dress wonim dress open ade wonim dress waboabo ni sika no de ahwe ayi ye kan se obrim ponse amabia so Ghana nyina
na wonim dressing na ayi made no wonim dressing
kwasia mu made na bebia na pantanhye saga no kwada me mpeche se hey ye calculate ye ni ayeti he bi kwa calculate again krampo no opon se Lumba ye japade otim nya ne size ni obi enya ne size ni obi enya ne size ne mana wa wo mo no nya me betua mo mesi obi onim nokure na wagi sika kata nokure so no awrade mu ebebisa mo mesi odobroni bebo mabra enya ne owi ase de odi be ye obi no enya ne na abenya so akatua o asem amunim isi egusi di akiri se mama me ni justice app no me se ya to TikTok app yi Ghana de ne abroche de nya me se ya to se ma hu se ne app ne so aye hyehyehye mu twa advert kora enko mu ye we ye enko ye nyina ye wom me se ya to app yi 30 years kora ye nyina egu at legal wife for ye gu so kasa ye de be ka akopim nyame e be ko ye ntokwa ama ye abroche tina ya wo bi na onko tena abroche so many years wo ba ekra sa abo ne ko mama me ya ne ko fa ne ba ye aba be bua ne sei na se deni se Lumba anya de krampo na esen kam chese Lumba wa mama chese dia mudi maame na kura chese de Lumba ti ase wodi maame na ni adan chese poison ni ade nyina mo ye planting ana mo plant to maame so ma ye nyina ye be gidi that na me try me Lumba fie na tantra reservoir minimum o ni fie na tantra reservoir minimum ho minimum fodo a flower atwa fie nyina kusu ahia minimum ho be area na meti be Lumba te ho na eho area na meti kwasi asem ne mmo asem akwa oba be se nentiti ne molulemu e mobla na mo maji mmoso wa hu bibia wo mre de mre ne na ene ya ade na ukofi usu ya mesisi nka wo mi wo fa ana mi sinka me fra Lumba busuafo emu na wo yese ya ho misika metwa boys ama wo dadaada aka metwa krusu ama wo dadaada wo so ya gansa be je ka hausa ka sana yesa wo je ho me na yese wo kire wo bobre wodi afayi o wodi afayi kofi usu dada na adi afayi na wo ye beta mo so sa akopem sa asem maame ni benya ne justice aden mo pese maame brimpoma wo hyede mu suan no ovu eja ekotoa ne nua na esi da ye wo ho ma omo oni maame akosi asewa ye wo ho ma wo mo papa obi tamfo ye obi dofo se mo mpa ye de ye pese de odobroni we kra di boni we mo sie Lumba wa bla ye hu bebia mo sie Lumba se mo sie no so she cold room wo se de obati we atena ono so ka bi na ye nyina ya je di so she ho se de se wuke ade ne kum Lumba legend say ye nim masa fakote ko sie Lumba se ma ye ne de yo ye nim ye nka hwe wo se wo baba be ye se
F1 was F1
mo tata no
Mommy amo F1
mo tata mo twase di wate nyame be checha mo nyina ka bako obi an nsa sha si
ya etigu amensa amabako
awade be tua mo ka bako se de munyuma te mo eya mo se mo nya ewiase wa hu yanka ni wa cha se me si mi fie bi si ho mi fie yesi waja eya mamle bako wo mo kun wo no so koka ni nua ba ne ho mi mam no yo hima kese pa o mo kun no koka ho afa ne man kwa yam hihye ne koya amamle ne amane no wabodam mesi wodi afa ye kofi wusi wontimi nya hye wontimi nya foko mesi wo beye na ye kina obi dofo nya obi ta okra po se wo peni pa amana do wani ma hihye te se de ayi blafo a wabobidie wani ma hihye adai amesa bone be na amesa amesa bone be na amesa de ayo se wawo base na wa mani nyansa ne adwena ode twera nwom na Lumba nyam nkwa na ye mu Lumba ye nyina we Lumba Ye nyina wo ye Lumba. Enya mo nkoa no ye mu Lumba why? Enya busua no nkoa no ye mu Lumba na sika mo nkoa betima to no nyuma na ye. Mo nkoa betima to no nyuma na ye. Ye nyina Lumba ya besom no saa. Lumba ye nyina ya obia. Enti asem ne de mo nka ne ebia akra ne nso aya de na emu no awuraba twon ho na maame ne meye na ade no ajapade onche ma mu ntu akra no fosa. Mo chense yodum je ajapade nti wo hwe wo odobo ni kwa wo hwe de wo ye ya wo fi so be survive wo de be kwa awie ye. Ade na wa start no fu say wo be survive akwa awie ya me hwe miti akire de na
wa ma ya bo din akire asase
adai wo fu say wo de ba be kwa awie ye wo ho me say asem ye di akire totototo ye di akire wo de omfa ne say na ye lusu an hwe ma me kan cho ewias nyankopon krampo no wo mo chi ne bo na sendua mo ye na yakayaka de last ne tamfufu say wakunu dada esie na nyame nka ensori wo emba wiase magye enkwan so edi na nsa so na rade sori nti sa na nyame ye na ade o me edi nkugu say ya na da ko de ne munyam hye ne be hye no na wo mo mani age no wanamu ndonko a motete aponko so mu be suleta papa age sa asem we say obeti wa ne dom anhye mu kena me enso ya anyi follow back na ne de bia ka ne say ya na ekoni say ko Ghana de mo ye ho say ho ye mudiem me say asem me say international asem we international pe meda
fa wanu kura nka international ba bia wona ya kan wi ye beji nkuni
ya ti a ye de edimochi di asem ne ko bia agimudi ya agimudi 100% papa ya agimudi o ye leaders ya agimudi adai wo ma ye na 7 months ni ye di asem wa chi peti we kan wa ma sisa me di pe be bobodo we afi na me di mani man kasa aba muwa ana mo ya sa mo ya rehosem sa kofi usufu sa wa ye bibia na kofi usufu sa wa ye bibia na owo da se nyame ma ye 70 kura mpo a check won fi aka wate owo da ye ni mo twen ye nyina wo jina ho dwananum na wo tu hwan na eba wo eye Lumba no ye legend ye nyina ye nya daje say ye hey data ye to nye data ketwa o eni ye nya ho life na ye ban Ghana ha bi so bia oto data wa me bu so me tro data meta enya asem goto me boaboa no afi no kreti meji obi store data ye to no enye easy me si life sa no pa
me ba Ghana me nim say dem si to data
share mami data e kunye no hu me free obeti wa na me kwa Ashanti Queen na me kwa Queen ma ho na me fa mommy ansa me si Queen ma Ashanti Queen ni obeti wa me ra because I ho na just ne wo ye free ha na eduru ha ye free ha na eduru ha adan enka ka si no Lumba ka sika bebrebe na di to data ye beto ho ye be hwa ma sem we enye kwanne enye kwachina obeti wa betena si nipa kese mimi tuwe miye nipa kese betena si spinal cord ko enye easy Ashanti Queen mo na Queen mo na ye be jama asem we yako enko free sa tell kofi usu shame erade betua wo kase de nyuma te na nka we mese me ka wo de mabusu maka ba mese ko bisa kwa nasafo me kire o machi abehu me kurom no ye komfo me maame na nka wale bantema hen hene old one no de owu ye nka on nka wale no asana ba jaache hene jaache ni so owu ye wone ne kon no me ma no ye ohema kase etimi ni mamra ne amane ne ama mese ka wo ma ye wo style bia bi wa minita nkwa me fro me twa boda de wa ko beni ana se siniga mpo bura mo ya musi beni pe na munim ye nim siniga pa siniga niema wo pa o bedi nkwasi asem ka me twa boys ama oju wo dia fayi na dia try ye ni je kaka na ye beje na try enya me mpo nya me ameda ha ya me no ka se boys na mo nkran no wonim se de bi ma adwene bom na wonim se de nkranfo boys no
me ba Ghana nyame ya adom na me ba mehwehwe na
matema ubetima di emume mate we krampo afa we mpu afa me ofana me boni di na afa ne ba panyin ko da adrom sisi akomtiti ma aka ka obebe fie de we oye hye no odi mosi na ye aduma na asi otwa amu na ye aduma
was yes scatter wo mu ma akoma
asia kawo me boys bia ma long time odam papa bejina betu kwasiasem
pese mi mfa asem ba ko yi ma bompuma
ombra nkrafo ni mu sempe
no nko bebi a yesie ni maame wo no
I'm a sire with day. I'm a sire with day. I'm a sire. Me that come touch na po. Me touch na po.
No kase bua hu na me bua.
Who touch na po? Me kwa me kwa ko tufunu no. E de nkrampan na begu me dem. Na me fam nkrampan ni ti na me kasa kire nkrampan.
On kwa nechi. So hu baby a yesie mu ba. On kwa nechi. On kwa baby a yesie ni maami no wo no. On kwa baby a yesie ni maami no. No kita ni snap. Tia ba ko ha. No fan go ho mani maami.
Oye di on penny one. Me say
nyame be na papa no okum.
Anka me nyame ni tin crampan no nam dia betumi sum ya asem sia me sa akase wo de mfutro na ye ho no mi stradia sa o baby anipa akọ ni baby anipa no nam no yesi ni ga mi stradia sa o mi fi aduro nko mi stradia sa aboa ubedi nkwa asem ye egu apo yesu bebre obu ho no ma nachi de eta nachi ni nyasem kotoa obu akwa de odeda ne dem ho enyasem kotoa uka asa nkwa na aye tu no ye gaga ye ubegyina bedi nsem hu no ene yesie na ntwe wa family ayese wa family yese ko mama na ntwisie kura ye tantantan
sa onu na okosie no na ntwe no onu
lesu usie na ntwe o mama na ntwisie aye kan papa first usie na ntwe na ewu yese na ntwisie no kura nya hu bi
obi tata musa enu anu se ubekọ baabi ayesie wu maami wo no na wakogunsa ho
me say mama pempo mo ye peace me say
obi ani nyame ne cross bua wo na me bua wo
me say me ko Senegal man bi wo ho wo de mobro wo de best mawula
Senegal just Benin aya Benin
me ko Benin mi nim kakaga me Benin mako mi nim Benin pa me mako northern part of Benin kankanya me mako kankanya me so abada me si Senegal ba bi on anka me sika busha panyin ko beda ko ye nkwala bone ne na mu ko beda wo kwa wo ye ayinu kwa wo se wo pay na ye agency ne ye nka de ye da bia obi aye na mimnim ba bi makoma ko 53 min dwame no
se de ni o ye no se sorry
bani ni kwa Ghana so
sorry
aden da bi se wo musa e wo duabo ne eduabo ye na ka bom ni ye
eduabo ni o mo se me ba duane be bo duane nya dua yes ye bo dua nkasa na nka ba di sam nkrofo bebre asate wu
aden we say ye Broni nuasa ye brom ye de okwa pepe akono di ayanta bo chirewa me si ye duomo na kofi tonkremo ye se so mu nyina akoso
se mu be kai ya ye say tashi ye say doko baaku obi ko wi doko baaku
me kai pa akoko obi ko che dabdabo obi awi wa o te sent ni na wi ye
odi wood sent kwa we wu
asante fa kwa we wu mi donyame akono di pepe ayanta boachirewa obi akro mu nsusu ayankema mu nyina wo de o makeka nkwase onu fi de vie lazo dwane ayisa ho na wo ko na granya akro mu won ye kan se kwamai ho no minima chiame fo be fo kra na ho kwamai ho makodwale nsuo ni bia bakora nche o jum jawe ka se kwamai mo ye mo ne matro kana kwai baby wo do be
kwai mo sorry oye beifo na ohamua ese mo so mo sori wo sunsun mu
me se bo ya bu fapanyi wo hia one cruise pe twa cruise ma no na wo omudi ni flaka mo fa no nkosire mu wo baabi enko to sire machi wo baabi nkire ni shege live mo nya ne wo nkekere no manta mo no aduane no hwe ni anhwe se 2 months kwa beto wo wiase a aboa wo dia fa ye rough ka be fa ye mu bi mu a ke be chiro mafia donya me miska me ma boys atawo sa metaw afikura na me de tatawa metaw me nkan kire won so se metaw boys di moto betaw sa se mo mebuso me de won ku ba bia wote
because say you kasa calling sama kwa mo na mo ho na ka ba this time dua dia ube body a ewo mu o enye nsuo
aden
enye nsuo
aden baby amusie Lumba kwa ye nim baby a wo se masie no se ma ye ndes ma ye Lumba de ye ni mami nkasa o te baby mami nkasa
una ube wo say yes
mami nkasa
ya dua
Asia. Where was the sour? Water region. So, water region. So I would not click on. Would not click on you. See away, what fun quite be mem, what fanako a in Kranza, what tonako a kundugu muna o the number almost slim. A poor.
That's all me, yes, I say,
never find their own. You think I need to be trap with Donyame, Papa, Yami Bayer. Miss Adi said that baby I drew no, I said, Muffa, Yami, where would you voter region? A no go pony crico, and ya break. Me no minimobio, bano, bano. They said your one or your ban any paco crying and any baconye, or your banning I madame for our levels. Quebec show movement rough. See, I Timiko Beni Quadinians you marry. Yea, you could Beni, you could be Benin. Me call northern part of Benin could be Benin 1 week. Na me nyansi ompunyi wouldn't near the afeni penny to come the nina be show mu.
That's it.
Aboda ye nam da bia hwehwe be.
Why omuti say omunyo bia. Na brand so afunu so na bia ni papa no. Oh, papa no awu kura no. Na bia ni papa no. Oh, won chro ni last name. Won chro ni bansire. Then na wo na wo be catch na nua ni say won to me ye.
Me see we beba so de omra
me tiase o.
Accra for boys no. Jamestown no choko for boys no.
Jamestown Nima boys. Nima. And the land guard for no.
Me Nima na boy bi oni e friend Shanunu.
And the land guard for no. On be shi sa list le confie no.
Me see wo de me see Nima na me boy bi e friend Shanunu. Wo ba yira. Shanunu tisi usuni ni cruise tisi usu mame. Wo baby a wo da wo na ho. Because whole area no ni bra but masters for no mbe twitwa ju ni no ni mo bia wo bayira
omo slow police o
odam papa menye police asem on se langard for no more masters won and say police like omo wo nkrofo omo so wo nkrofo
ya be mo tita kakra
we call back we call
mo be join wo isle go ho no
sometimes na sister Aisha kan bi me de pa sometimes Aisha mudika bibia na me de pa se me ye one call say ya sa se na Aisha mudika no ti afi ya na me do o se me ye one call say ya sa ta no so ma no
Aisha mudika me checking no pa
me checking rough o se me ye one call pe say ya sa se na Aisha kan no ho enye one call se de mu hu no yes enye one call sa se me ta ka pa ye wo ye rough me ye call one call say ya nipa ba kwa me frɛ no no wo ben ne agu ho ana mo yesa
se de ba so mo nja nya me beye no
look me say we wo de ne fa bochrewa tonkremu eno no ye yinkransa lai ho no tonkremu bochrewa na wo de nakọ omo so wa
so na komatikali fo no so
wo bia wo de watie si north ho no kundugum wo de tisim wo bia wo de wani ache Burkina Faso wo bia wo wura Mali Niger Senegal Guinea uko Guinea Bissau Akrampo abosom no omo sisi ti se Togo se uko wo nam ha wo hia bosom una wa je say wo fu say me say bisa pa de afa yie papa o ke e be kire no WhatsApp pa o abusia panyi we de wa fa yie wa da abusia papa mu
abusia panyi de wa fa yie be bia wa fa ne de wa fa
mi do nya me se
wa abusia panyi wo wono mo nanka
boys
be me do mpoma ko yie bibia no be ka che o se abusia panyi ye wie no wa ba atutu ntuma be tanka no apɛ na wo ye wo
me se me mama nka bibi satam na I think me ka bibi wa ha 2012 obi je me girl not ya chemota o jim me boyfriend pa okọ China ba o wo sika kwa me na gen person ye nkwase me ma boys ko te again no na me chile again ni di wom chile girl ni di wom wan si hu bi ntodo boni ko de afa yi me sika me chiro di wom me ma me boys a chiro di wom me tetew na ya doawo me akọ chiro di wom ma me boy ni hu biem What the other basa bra.
Guy pa.
Show the woman. Mimi Jow, so I mean Jow free my uncle higher crown. Me Jow free, sir. Me do them. Said a bad boy, me boy and crown when you are corner. No, my child level now a woman.
Was a penny momo any brief foot, just what it here. One I bet now, one more cancer, what is you could do for Suya. The old
Be at me quiet, on Bonnie kind. Shall make you make kind as you can say. Yes, that idea, papa, only on Pupuni Tone, calling some Aquamo Mamma level beer. Oh, much less stupid team beer. And none of that honor. Many mammy was so kind for boys to be a minimum.
Mamma Bompamano or patch that said, calling some Anquano or Baba Chiromo Bibi or
more cry.
Say, mammy, to I dream the babasso.
Mamma, take action, and now more take action.
Mammy, sorry, nobody what you sorry. Sorry, what?
Yeah, woman, I wore a shower when near them.
Where's our Highland?
Where's our pain? Who cry, who ya chain, you who cry, who ya chain, you know.
I mean, mammy, bring Poma won't count him the man. Camera my langard for the so demon mammy.
Thank you.
Damn for me now. More money. And you want location Dawson. Location Dawson, pa. Nima, but you good location, oh, and cry. Location, what?
That's a one more music.
Yeah, me wakra. Me cantonment, me wakra. Che, dear Cameyo, me see Messalanda Munina. Me co branch way, your branches. Ukwa no penny way. Will be so best always.
And yet, Oba, boss, Oba, boss, yet the Juma way showing, sir.
Matia.
Yeah,
make us all one blind.
Well, we see Cassano, only the BB. And yes, now. Coco, yes, happening,
Mate.
BB was all more bet you at ye.
Mate, you.
I,
oh, minimo bipa.
Ah, for young word you might nanny china ya, Cassa, would be over ya. Bibia, na ya, what me a swati.
Mate.
Oh, and ya good, yet it won't.
Mate.
Thank you. Two, that's one. The aspect of his deal marital status, right?
Mm-hmm.
And definitely, if the property is going to be the next thing, definitely, and then okay, say everybody have what he's standing on when he's fighting, he or she's fighting, right? So,
property. Don't use what I said. You have mentioned two things.
And our properties, and our properties, and our properties.
The burial. If they don't do the properties, let's maintain the two things.
It's also about gratitude there because they also know how Lumba started and they know the pivotal role the woman played. So they don't want the woman to be like sidelined. Right. So it could also not be about anything, but for the woman to get justice. And for them to know that they appreciate what he did for the man.
The
man and the family.
And I yes, my Bakoka.
The grandma mentioned.
Oman kasano sap e yifo no munim ensuo bi edom krom ho nti omunim se ntrobu a wudi a ebetumi enyomo sana me hu no.
One of the old ladies said it. He said they know what the lady has done for the family.
Yes, one patcho asma make an oni me ya adwen ensuo na edom krom ho. Usre oh e na mempen.
Yeah, answer.
I believe that it's two factions within the family and what they're fighting for. I believe, like for instance, I don't know about the uncle or anybody, but then Bryn Poma, I know what she's fighting for. She's fighting for the right thing to be done. I feel like she's trying to do what the brother would have done if he was alive.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
So she's really representing the brother. Even though, for me, I see that the younger sister, she was actually fighting for herself and her kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then Bryn Poma is fighting for what she's doing, what the brother would have necessarily do. That's what she's doing. It's not necessary for like Akosua or something. It's like, what would Lumba do? That's what she's standing for.
Thank you.
Of all the people, she's the only one that I see that she's not self-centered, she's not greedy. She's the only one seeking the interest of the brother.
Listen,
she wants
it's
to do the
called
right thing, and she still would take care of Priscilla's children and make sure that they are good. You understand? When it comes to a point where one person is trying to claim everything, she will fight for the Lumba kids, even though it looks as if she has a banter with them. She doesn't really have a banter. She's doing what the brother would necessarily do. But then also the Abisapeni side, people have to understand that when you need something, you have to go with the Ghana people say Takashi. He's using Takashi as much as we believe.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you. Let me clap for you. Thank you.
As much as we believe that.
Money clap, mommy. Me pacho me as
a lion. We understand. So he's using Takashi as long as nobody stands up to him. As much as we believe that he does have medicine, he has juju, all of that could be there. However, if nobody has challenged your medicine, your power, your juju,
yes,
you don't know how strong or powerful you are. He's using Takashi, whatever he's also doing. Like somebody is saying that why is the wife not advising him? If I'm married to somebody and they're fighting for something for this, for me, I'm gonna support him no matter what, if that's your husband. So whatever he's fighting for, the legacy he's talking about is also for himself and then for his wife and children. People are saying that why did he silence like when he said, I know only Akosua Serwaa, but then the moment he went to Accra, he said something at the UTV thing. He said that Kojo about bra papa. He said that when did he realize that after he went and there, saw how affluent the man is. He wasn't just an artist. He's very affluent in whatever he's done. Google, if like on a regular Google, just Google Lumba's network.
East Legon House and all those things.
They're like crazy rich. So if somebody give me like $1 million or $100,000, I'm gonna do anything if I'm greedy. You understand? So it's like this is a battle of the survival of the fittest. If you don't have the power, don't go forward. Don't just go forward. If you listen to some of the audio,
let someone else answer the question.
No, let me say this. If you listen to the audio
She said it all.
To the audio by one of the people that they said that is related to Abusapeni, the woman is also speaking with power. Anybody that comes towards them, they will kill. So if you don't have the power, don't go and face them.
God is our power.
You are my name.
God is our power.
Tempo, you've answered already.
Allah Akbar be Hana.
Are you not sleeping or what?
Yes, but I won't go for bro.
Bigos. Now Bigos, they've been a better than
anyway, say I politics. So say your illegal wife. If you and this new MPP share.
What about the stuff in there?
Good morning. It's me Kasakakra.
Majo Kasa, good morning.
Madam, it's here, Madam Masaswale.
Ah, you was no one. And I yes, but no, now can.
Macho, as I'm around more Canada, and correct, or you look at Tashi. But more Cassa, Abia will be, and now we need Bibido. Bibi or Kakarao. But will you look at Tashi more, may a bee will be fee. And Tino. I am pie bought, I was some bomb pie bought, or bomb pie, and I was at Nipa Bako. It me too would see her. It dinner honor, and then a tentam. Yes, sir. Some more say, you will see 2 ideas on a set. Nipa Bako and Sinebo, dinner hot, and then I'm banta. Omuntimisino.
There be yes, I know. Your baby answer on your Fosu family, no. And Fosu family, but me decided that, yeah, no. Yeah, or yeah, side. That's it.
Okay. me de aye ka de abusuani ankasa ono hu no se wo ye big mo na maka ni nyina no mo hye ase eza mo nka ho kwara sara papa ni hu no se de me
Obi
hu no
oya de on nko phone discuss here.
ya on discuss it because ono no kasa o pese ye fa na sa na omutie sa ni suban na ekura no sa honhom na ekura no na no obeso ode empower obia enti ode empower wo mo enti se omo ni amene ombu obia ofo mo nye hwe ono no kasa wa say ye fa na na fight na wo fight no me na me tie bra ne odi osina wa ye agu ni bi se de ne odi ye apie no o fight de man ho ne yere ne ma obeso oje ade ndi ma de yere ne ma because ono no hu no se okoye no ko hu se japade ne wo ho no osole oso wabobra owo bi but opese obenya na saade ni nyina ye ne de eye one ne yere ne ma de on fight ma obi a ewom se wakoji sika o weke de but de aka ni gina o fight de ma no se abusuafo no se for suicide no so omo ni amere no omo fight na amafo fight ma omo outside no e wo se omo so omo ni biri Lumba sister panyin no wo so omie na nipa bompae em se omo no omo mere serious so omo ni amere a obeye omo sa akwara no because omo de wi a osole a no kasa no peso ye no ho aso ye killer no ye na okeka Hausa fona o okeka no zemhunu enko anu wodi na we menene zemhunu asema no okeka nyina mfa kwam saa ne wodi no de no okeka nyina ye bomb emfa kwam esoso no okeka eno no pese wodi hunu na ne ho enkramofo nso nya saa na omote saa kasa na oka no mo na ye omkasa na nya saa na omoye but ase nipa bi kwoti bia no de pretende e di mo
no obebu ukoye rough obebu
wa me obepie me side ya agobetu che
onya hwe
saa
Yes, basta mo mo kasa na mo brage.
Abusapedi the way otie no me say the way I think people see him like he's weak but he's not.
When you're weak
he's proving to you his abilities and capabilities,
his
strength and power. That's what he's very calm on the outward, but he's proving his strength in action and the results he's giving to you. So don't think that he's weak.
And na make an sound or chira aso wo to say ya agoro but enya agoro no wo ye udi agoro se wa onan na ejina fom no se entintim fom wo yi a obeyi wa bo na sister ka se wo ye Pentecost wa hwa ni nyina ya lo ya lo wo de no na kata so enti ne wo che omu nyina wo se omu nyina ka bom no omu bompa egu ne so every seconds what you want more who we say one who bompaye wo de wono e na wo de fire wo bompaye gu ni so e gi ni hwe wontine saa tam no se munyina ma ya ready na mpaibo na no aye de a e wase ba akosoli gina enya saa emfa da because wono no o fa ne sa asa agro o ye concert but na wo work mo
Sister, we are Paibo. I don't believe this as Paibo. We should go straight to the point.
Mama, and you say, be I am Paibo, sir, I am Paibo, Babra, you. So, baby, obey me after the end, they're fine. But then, yes, I
yeah, we will see the same massing you pain, for Zoo family. No, we don't need you. Yes. Because by his own
family, omo obia suru. Say Adena say obia suru, obia timi ko ani.
26, there's a meeting coming on. It's you there yenhwe.
And omo twedi emu nya den.
So yeah, but
twedi emu anya de omu ntimi.
Are you saying that if it's not prayers, Akosua will be here by now? Considering everything that she's been through, all that was hidden from us till this time. I'm telling you. No, but then this woman has been through, from what it has been revealed to us, she's been through a lot to extend that she's not supposed to be here.
My dear,
circumstances surrounding the whole issue. This woman was not supposed to be here.
I was brought up in CAC, Christ Apostolic Church. My stepfather would be 105 years no year. Yeah, and but Ghana for no. sometimes you maybe when you na if nyame. No, I'm telling you.
Prayer works. I believe prayer works. But if it wasn't for prayer, I would have taken Twilight Tech out.
And there all can no correct, but and yes, I mean, can't say the empire book you and America. I was so between who see you
at the same
no,
vampire no na because on hokwa.
Thank you.
Hokwa.
Oh, that's what you want. A Japanese who you baby a 1 auntie.
Baby a wakofa, unim dia wakoye buso.
Yeah, mama and Jamania, and take action. Yes, you
know what Durubasa.
Yeah, outsiders. You won't say a bushani be bed, now my year support you won't so be a bed now cry then. Eka Santi, no, do baby. Nice and let me think of 4 years strongest need be more bamukra. I'm telling you. A bit more bamukra, Busa.
Because at the Crocrantium, so my week, you know. Wa bully or the woman out to form, while working on the woman out to form.
What shut your mouth? What type your husband and spiritual?
What you want me? Because I was seeing who said, Send me one for no one. I say, you don't say, you gangsters in
I mean, something will happen. I believe for the fact, say, as some way about. This, I mean, Abontifua, sorry, me won't wait be that. So I think, sir, something good is gonna happen.
Because anybody I am say, almost say, and ye, as a son, I tell you, Mamma, you're starting where you're crowing the room, the whole world, the normal who the way you're crowing city, and you're very careful. Almost by worry will crow so.
But then, are you guys not also seeing that based on the audio, right? He seems to be like intimidated by the masses flowing this case. That's why he's like...
He is intimidated anyway, but he's still using that kind of, you know...
You kind of didn't
social media no need was strong. Illegal white body is strong. Into no yes, I know. What should that? This man, oh yeah, shades. You know, Pepe Casana no can fake baby will be a Pepe knew how better to fake, and you maybe why a fake brand of
fake. As ever no current say once on Wakasa or caught a new one, you know about 50. No, quite changing the quiet your
Yes, he doesn't have to speak fluent Hausa before he will be strong. He will beat you. The thing is that the man is showing you.
Yes, but we didn't bring a car so bad landing.
Autisho niso on YouTube now. Papa Shika say ye nimba so never so much. No, when would you catch him? One thing you catch him say, opa onye bobema. Obema ya chino said then.
Oh, and no go for tata na china. Ebusia penny we say yeah, that the Lumba the we and
Ebusia free mensia. Omo free. Omo come mensia. And crofo the camera see so mu twa na ma ni kora inside ho. O free mensia better na came man panic. One guy be catch and say.
Oh, the camera no be bono kra.
Aha. And I me catch you say. The man has a reputation. We obebo.
Oh, I dey obebo. Yes, but Yanka Bibi, I mean,
he doesn't speak fluent English.
Yes, but I'm 500 pounds for Busian Bono. I'm telling you, say young community, no, I'm telling you, I'll give you 500. Papa organizes how much, you know. I'm telling you, you can say me ticket to brag and a cranny and I'll do it. I'm telling you, Bono conform about the match, you know. When you pass over London, me a radio, make a Manchester, me book hotel, or Manchester. And I'm a more be mamma link, but I'm
said the man who
but one man, a very foolish man. I don't know one man. I'm a chen one man. Let me up.
Oh, Neria, ya baba.
I can't pay only yes, man. I'm can't to find any back one. I'm a police at you, brother.
Neria, ya say. Good morning.
Every so
organize the match in a mammy. 500 pounds into organize the match in a mammy.
Have you no kunto kasa
now no can say or no do person see the dofo no person see Lumba na be obey be amfa ne ho na afi de ade na
o de na o kan wa
afi de kwafo so mo koya ade na wo si de do de judge koto so when so ya asem
want me wa de no he want me nyehu A celebration of life. Obi abet me and sister and a blood sister and uncle or any mommy grandfather by mommy back. You know, Obi abet me. Your siblings bet me and the wife no crab bet me. Or celebrating you and Tiambra.
Assemble. Yeah.
No me I was a man who easy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
On again in
Oh yeah. And I know I want to. Oh yeah.
The baby on a man will be the carbon. One a man will be the carbon.
Oh yeah.
Again, one minute and man on minute and man. No me pow. Hey.
That's your power.
I can't say to say. Oh. Me I am
so doing a man or back out.
Oh to me any man many bay back one and can obey enjoy yourself keke. Mammy no on tick on Tigana home porn and making antique Awokrano, and then I would then a behow.
I am Minaka Casaba Casata no.
More advice no.
Remember, we read this. I asked you to do it.
More advice no. Embuano.
Yet, I would don't want to double near catch him so much easy fire. No, Papa, my miniature, the Montreal the dating too.
Will be sweating and will be.
I believe that eventually peace will reign despite everything. God is not just watching to do nothing. Eventually peace will reign.
I have this feeling, say, girl, no back and say, Uncle Papa, my miniature. You wait and see. Because on Tia, the Uncle Papa, yeah, sure. Before the catches, or man, go back at him, so wouldn't be. I won't do it because Winnie Moya smarter and Kafutu Uncle Foto, no back as a winning. A some bear meal. More income.
Yeah. Right now, what next?
Mamma, Lumba Bush, any other normal press conference or Cassie, also Broni, who won't mind be. Or be being or the Yao can be big muscle, my dear. You're very serious.
Now, Mammy, when you more Masha cancer at the end of the day.
Okay. I saw Mamma Jay, show me crab body in your sister.
But can somebody do that in the name of another family? Can you just go and curse another person for something?
No,
I'm just asking. That's possible.
Nipa na nkese kura na ye bibi se bia gen ho ahi oye na se oye yi no ka se wan kese ne kura na ade na waye no osesa no me ma ne nkola no
o ka sa na no me na fa
osesa no me ma ne ma no e wasa wodwene wo nkola no ye nyina ye ti akwantuo mu titiru sa Germany ya no me kuro we won agudade boy Richard Kurin na Germany die emire mu ati se Canada Japan kan o kan imu asem na
he said
obi bere Germany no again bi a video o si on wo kwa ba bi ko mo appreciate
it say what about Germany? Tell me about Germany. Right, Germany is hard or what? What is it? What is it about Germany?
Kura ya chechere won sa gu honam omo sete na ya chechere obi ya body ya sa gu ne ho undimi nkasa we mo sister wan we ye dam obodam wan modam a de bia manfo ku omo de bia
sana ye nipa no ye nipa no so person ye wa US sana so person ye wa
sa ya no
na so no ofiri ha
sa ho no sa person ye wa
no ofiri na ha no ofiri
so no Russia
da no person ye wa ha
you see am fu ku na station wa we you go so obi okoko ne hono no atwe ni nyina hu se ayi ne ba na momienu na karana nai
the chief Prince Andrea your interview no see oh it's not nice dear we bo no so sa not here Chief, ono kin na oteso na no nua na ya che ne kro no abeka se ono opese mra ye adwuma no wo a woti ba bi Oti another close away. Oh, say Anna is not fair on her. So no, that's not here. What is that?
Maya nyinaa yɛkɔ yɛn mpa so a yɛmbɔ mpa yɛ ma case wei na nyame nsa with all their physical way no wɔ hɔ spiritually no nso ɛnsɛ yɛn yɛ ɛnɛ sɛ yɛsi papa hye yɛ wei I don't know number of people ne class sɛ ma yɛn link no yɛ ma yɛn link yɛ ma link a yɛ a yɛwɔ so no yɛn da yɛ yɛbɛkɔ so
me one was on my link I didn't know yɛ adeɛ na the way ɔmo si
Yesuba only maka maybe Yesuba doesn't want to do that but omo ma ye link ye nyina ye ti hanu ma ye
join it
ya bo na or something ye nyina ye be join
ye what team legal platform or London me was to be ye nte hwe
Aka ye be online crap be do so che omo we no me no so be sure say they should go have a machine and number ne yes so discouraging I don't know but
at least omo ye Zoom link and I say omo ye your friend is saying teams na obi a join
anyway nyame be peja ni sa ye nyina ye bompa ye we all don't know Akosua we ye nim bia but ye nyina asem no say na ye tie ye no whether you are for A or B no ye nyina ye ba ye say ye be ye ho be hye ye bompa ye say nyame ankasa
na some way dia mama fi anas na anas oni Ghana bi mu ana me pa mo twom hwehwe ne mama wa anas
Ebi a ote baby ohwa ma mu ne dwo kakra wa pegya
peja
na me guo
ebi ana de ekoso kra wa video ya ti ayo body ji wa video be ho na wa be jegu say
Georgina, thank you for the gift.
Yes ba ole no ne banchi ne kelewele
hey I'm probi kelewele
otu
Yesuba you are tired go and sleep
He's nocturnal. He doesn't sleep. He's like toilet tech. They don't sleep.
ne wife na kasa no ze na ni nko
The wife casa on. Maintain the voice.
Twyla is using Judas's picture. Are you Judas?
When I watch traditional eggs, because I'm in Toby.
Traditional eggs for what? You want to go and care somewhere?
I want to get rid of toilet tech.
me ba join na wona me post bi bro Oi.
I see me money roses. I'll put the roses on your grave when I'm done with you.
Where are you? I have some of the eggs. I can post some.
Ship them to me. I send you my information your DM. Ship them to me.
Send me the best rice me mumu. Na my packaging kakra bi na me dey share bottle bi me mumu.
Thank you. I'll get rid of that boy.
But the bubble wrap here when I'm there share monim. Oh.
God bless you. Yes. When I finish, I'll go and ask for forgiveness of sins.
Me wa platform business I mean kai platform na me was so na osofo bi ba na o say mummodua me osofo ba we dey mama body me say me stress I say e ba na yo yes
the ba na yo some na ya din
ade ama e bi ma osofo
Me two.
o pe say
Me two because me say me two.
hwe eno e ho den na menya wa ma okra ho fa ne sa
So your ban and Bema say me bought a side, not Bema side.
e go ya na kitikiti bi o kitikiti
The Mitcha. Finish him.
yes ba we ho tie da o kan yes ba wo tie di o kan
order
yes ba on na yo sisi o download me ma
for the next topic
the next topic me say auntie Lumba sister penny your friend say
Brempoma
Ante Brempoma eso kasa. Eso kasa.
Mo konkron be hye ne mu na onkasa.
Say
Do you guys not think that? Do you
Holy
guys
Spirit
not
should
think
give
that
her utterance.
Lumba and the sister, they're just like, you could see that they're non-problematic people. They're just soft. They're quiet.
Lumba wa fast no na ma bro because Lumba ne akwhye ne mu no nam teba.
Oh, he looks just like him. So him and the sister, the older sister, they look so much like Lumba.
Oh. When e ba, because Lumba ne hye ne mu che say me hwe ne sana me rempo aho. Me say, oh. Na be ma kasa kakre.
God guy no wa ho.
Oh, kokko no ai.
Kokko no de ne nwa na ewu no.
Ai.
Ai osa no dodo.
E o Lumba o se Lumba o. Ah.
Alright. God will speak. Ya me be kasa.
I feel like God's side is gonna reign. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what's him in calm, Miss Branabek Cassa, what's in your door? Your tower cheap, Branabek Cassa, is your uncle for Mutam with Mon Cassa. No be our best support, Mogana, you know, best support, Mon Cassa. Two of your Danny. Mimi fair in your me celebration of Academy again coffee.
Eh?
And I let no go die. In part na boy be in fair in fair memorial hale me by
Of
family
course.
Ghana that's an if I make me ake in be right in fio ya ka me mo fia mo la ke ngele ya obi na egbo
Of
e
course.
ani tumo na eba suddenly death na egbo egbo
Oh.
ya lole bi e
Oh.
back lole na egbo 2 years ne ni mean celebrate na
Oh.
wa ka me ake cafe eh oni do mi ake aha ni manale ni nale 2 day faith mo nale tomorrow Friday Tuesday na kelete
Aglateshia.
Akaletesia. I have fule obuasi.
Oh.
No, inke gbeke mbilete wate August ni work flowers young me.
A
Eni
grave.
a grave no na fule. Mi ya ekweshi ni mi ya nje akra ni mi ya mi non direct driver na kemite cemetery direct. Eja ke na fule ndumo phone na mfe video call no na na fule ye. No ni
Okay.
je me ni bia ka minta new cemetery ye. Na me chom ye ni lenchente. Nyani driver chon driver ka ete fete ni nke o ni your phone no video no. Direction e be ni ameke me dumo phone no ahu e cousin kumi. No, o mi no ni ya no na ekoda no.
Eh, my boy.
Ke mo gbogbo ni me kume twa me sa me habo na me fetu ame lebu. Kwa sister. Ka ni mo ba mi ka jembi na ehwe ekola ngbo. Ka jembi na ni yo ma se mpo ehwe ekola ngbo.
No ni mi ka ke mami na egbomo nyumo na eji egbe me ha le. Ona na ete ba na. Ona ni noko ba da ni me teshi me po je teshi ni wo fe wole mu ko shi wo teshi wo ke won fight. You know? Well, me feel like nyumo di enche ni echu eni. Kwa mami na no ni ba fe le. Eh, ni ona fe bo na ba ke bu poko ye lucky po aka ba fe akogbe ba wo.
Le ake wuni moko ni nale ne benoko ni wo shika ne kenke hale. Ni nyele. Ni papa ne le ne chwense he. Nke auntie nege ni bi meni no na meke fe nyumo e ko na ameke fe mami ne.
God will speak.
Kamo ko gboni aha bo chance no okele nye chenyete e dangerous e auntie. E dangerous. Ke oye no ke owo mpo no choin but I feel like more calm ase.
Mase,
Omo to
yeah.
shabo.
Nyake baba fe na kakusu me na fe hale.
Yeah. No. Yen na ekuda no okay.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you more like if no fiano she can share con get you need your nest and it back means solely a beer. In go back and you more time here in Gallery. Hindi on you mag and you more if you're 10. Well, I call you, mean, can no happy one a miracle, Nick Bamon chog, and no happy no one I call ye.
If your name slow, but sure. Look at Poko Bajani. Poko Bajani.
Well, man, no, me, I can't, I'm a fair, I'm a yes, and the papa, and well, Maya, embassy to embassy, my name. No, if I affect me P visa,
Oh, of
America,
course. I'm a status can it be?
close it and put it in America, le baby, and then I hold Mofia money, and cousin could name my brother to more 3-4 years. And if you
Ibi ane I see be a me adum immigration office can you no kekaba.
be an hold on, I call your file, wife care,
Ike me de nche adum je me call father nche no adum be adum je me. Kula ni femo. Me say ne I azuro moko. Twinkle ni a brother ni feel like ni challenge a transfer in ibika. I will like ya will I will like money ke afi will lefe akamete. Akamete any men akamete na state in akamete ju. A first shop ni twin brother ni e hana transfer skake wo.
Why?
Mami efe gbe yefi o.
Can only ya no neck, or no name, ba me, papa le TikTok, Nakam,
Yeah, nothing all the medias, all the social media.
let only. I told a young man, I'm a translator of you.
Oh, everything. Oh, yeah. Como beg jagudani, como etomo busiapen.
No, and I can't work as ya care woman, as small by him who marries a tobacco when you can in no.
Ziki, where have you been?
Ele no fe no ni gbomo na use me na me be wojin ka mama etu ka ni bi ni e ga fe ni le no me na e hwa me. O nga tefete na wolo.
If femina
na we tefete na wolo ni buelo o na wada.
I know what it.
No by we. Yeah, I have the feeling. Catch a den check crown no by we.
Enti abrofo no mo create TikTok no man to me anye bibi se obetimi de aduane afa TikTok nim na obi atumi dia.
Oh.
No, they do any for TikTok.
Yes, my make what the it is that they make and if it doesn't make a year na enti omo ye bibi antumi ehu so nka ye kase ya na ye de aduane afa ade nim and the omo antumi anye.
Maka ukele wele.
Sister Jan kabare ya chi. Oh na wa chi fish bi kakra bi. Kroka bi ni. Oh.
And then barrier koto ye half. Maka say 3/3 nyina say. So embarrassing. Me say me wa de no kana me say na da asem ne. E me simple. E dey buy.
Yes, America great. What I said they are no crama from America.
3/3 buy any na koto.
Yes, ba. When yes, ba.
Yes, but I think
Yes, why is eating kelewele.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Kelewele.
Now let me ask this question: when did like the ordinance marriage customary and the Islamic marriage, did they all come to Ghana at the same time, or they all have their specific time when it became a thing?
I think the customary one is the oldest. Because that one started from their sisters. I have to put it that way. You know, before the court one, started. I mean, that one is just like the way Christianity came later on when we're having a traditional worship and things. So the customary one, I know that is the oldest type of marriage.
Okay. Because I feel like a lot of Ghanaians they don't have regards for the ordinance marriage, and then they're looking at the Lumba's wife as if she's been a nuisance. They don't understand where she's coming from.
They
They
know
feel like
it
she's
very
the
well.
No, they
troublemaker.
know it. It's just ignorant.
They know.
Ignorant.
It's not even ignorant. They know it. They know it.
My dear, they know.
No, the whole thing is, I mean, like the judge says, we want peace. So they just want, but they know it. Come on, they know it. I went to a platform and there was this guy who came and he said, he's a brother to somebody very prominent in Ghana. They've kept quiet. They know what is going on. They know the right thing. They know who is supposed to have what, but they're just watching. So if they are looking at the family, they want the family to push a little bit. I don't know. There was one of the platforms, and that they know. Even the very that came, they know that it was wrong.
Really?
No, yeah.
Yes, well.
The person said the sister is one of the prominent, I think, judges or somebody.
No,
They all know.
bear 1 week new.
I have a friend who also said they know that it was wrong, but we can't say anything. They know it. This thing is just a simple thing.
So we yeah, maybe to be okay.
They know.
Yes,
Also, my phone, I mean, to
yes,
me,
but I didn't tell you Lana.
Mata percent.
Oh no, at this time. After 217 year
One like I know
You know
217.
what your name, Manke?
Yes, well, Mata percent. One
Me
or
a croissant,
two.
me a croissant, the chocolate.
6.1 K.
And the grass of my nya deviasa.
Yes, but me a croissant, the chocolate.
Explain the tapping. What is the tapping?
Oh, yeah, likes no. Tap way. Emma a promoting you know.
So is that how he gets the where it says 78.9?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's how he gets the 78.9.
Like.
You have sent 182 comments.
It was just my.
I've been commenting. Yes, but
no, but it was just
my
it was how the 100 something is to get the egg for toilet tech. Trying to get the eggs, traditional eggs for toilet tech.
Yes, but I've been here all along.
Your comment is only 8. Oh no. Your watch time is 30 minutes. You've been here just.
They say no. Make me go break cry me ba. They say my resume tomorrow. Me ba ne nyini kaka.
When you came, you wrote Akate.
Akate yeah to Twilight.
And you said the Twilight meets his way. They are fighting for the truth they know. He wrote that twice. They said they all know what he can do. They are afraid of the man. Tyrant. The noises are hurting man AS than anything. He's power drunk. So when I tell you guys I know everything you comment, you think I'm joking.
Wait, me di Twilight chidi whatever nkasama to me. Twilight your mic ne kasa. Now one way they was here.
I'm finding Castel last time because very soon he'll be gone.
Almost our system, no, we
Your last
understand
comment was
about
you make me talk
polygamy
without lion, not even lion soup.
Because I've been sick for 2 weeks.
I've
been sick for 2 weeks. I've been home in bed. It's good for the heart. The soup.
Yes, ba. Meaning to be lion or Ghana there. Hey.
And I want traditional life.
Yeah. I say Ariana, but I'm out for night school today.
I've
I
been
have
so
cold.
sick. I've been home
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. They've been calling me to work. I've been so sick.
Why you didn't go to the
Yeah.
hospital?
I can't even go. I went to the hospital. I was admitted for like a whole week, and then I got discharged home, and I wanted to go to
Oh.
work, but I can't. I'm very wobbly when I walk. I can't even go downstairs, so I just stay up
Oh.
here.
Oh.
Oh.
From home.
And what's wrong with you? Is it a cold? Is it what's it, a flu or what?
I was even supposed to have a surgery, but I'm not a good candidate because I got sick ahead of the surgery, so I
Oh.
have to heal first. But I'm strong enough to take out toilet tech.
Now, no, so dear would quick recovery, my dear.
Yeah.
We're really sorry. Yeah. Afra. Yeah. You said something about the ordinance marriage in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yeah, ordinance no. Yeah, system ni nyinaa no. Also, yeah, as a macro no, we are patriarchal in nature in Ghana. Me Ghanaian, I talk about Ghana. Enti, what ordinance monogamy. They think monogamy is on the woman alone. Or no, or yeah, monogamous, not bear man, or no, like, so or warena. Also, bear man, yeah, who say, and the bed try so be cheating, and the bed try to say, or bed or pay, or no, na kuma pay.
Thank you.
Nti ɔyɛ mistake bi koraa na correct na ɔsɛ wɔhyɛ no so because ɔyɛ mistake bi a wɔn sɛ nipa nyɛ perfect wotumi yɛ mistake koraa ɔno no sɛ ɔyɛ mistake koraa na correction ba mu a ɔsɛ ɛnhyɛ soɔ because ɔno no asɛ nyame abɔ no sɛ ɔyɛ free spirit ɔyɛ sɛ anoma otu kɔ baabi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔ bia some of them ɛna ebi nso yɛ very disciplined deɛ but ebi nso deɛ asɛ nteteeɛ naa. Ama omo nipa kwa na mistake kwa na no say throw tantrums nti obi a ɔte monogamy na marriage no ɔno monogamy no ɔno na adwemu nyina no ɛyɛ ɔbaa no na ɛmu no game ɔsɛ nyɛ ɔno nti na yɛsɛ ɛna ɔbaa na hɔ adwama yɛsɛ nkonya bɛrima deɛ bɛrima bia adwamanfoɔ bi ani hɔ nti deɛ ɔbɛyɛ bia no asɛ ɛyɛ ne birthright na ɔyɛ society that's how we think.
Okay. But then I feel like
Oh,
it's a moral thing.
Bisa make no the question.
Why is yes about two on the platform?
Yes, ma me pacho obi can say no cry. Obi sim. Who worry bema mummy no no ko worry wo court a bema de obetumi akọ wo na mpacho oba ne de ontumi nkọ wo mfa akwara ne mpacho
Oh,
obi
me say yeah
The Lord
society no
doesn't give
Dabi anya
the,
wunti
yeah
na me kasa
okay
anya
okay okay.
wunti obi kan na me bisa say
the Lord doesn't give the woman that grace
but
Why?
alone no ma bema ni grace sir.
because the child takes on the man's
Yes, but some who answer
name.
now question no cry out.
No, that's
The
it.
child
That's
takes
the
on
truth.
the what? The
I
child
was
takes
going
on
to say
what?
something earlier.
Yes, but me bisa
The child takes on the man's name.
uh-huh.
So,
No,
so
but it's only. I think the accounts don't take the man's name.
not always.
I thought they are matrilineal.
But a bit
Ah,
the
Me question mo answer me.
What's your
Nso ba
question?
aka ni bɛn na di ejade.
eh. When them say
All the
accounts,
accounts
Yeah, they are
all
patrilineal. They are
accounts.
yeah,
matrilineal.
they are
Yeah.
matrilineal.
Yes, my question na me bisa no obi answer me say. I think na be man dey wo tumi ko na oba ne dey on tumi ko wo mba.
Patriarchy.
The Lord
Patriarchy.
doesn't give you that grace. And none of
E no
account.
Ghana law
And
na say you the whole.
the
There be a
laws no were made by men.
Any say law
Nti
na e be change.
no be
E be
de be boa no.
ye ni nyina akọ san a. Wo betumi akọ wo aba, me so betumi akọ wo aba, na ye nyina ye te ho ana.
Recently, some who I think somewhere say Obabi
who
worried
marries who?
or worried 2 men.
Who marries who?
There is one happening now. It's on the internet.
In the marriage institution, why ne worry why? That's the question I'm asking.
Land has oba worry mema mienu.
They no oba marry worry we bema. And oba bi so worry mema mienu. I'll look for it and pull it for you.
UK wa. Oba na worry mema mienu no.
Things are changing now.
It's person worry mema mienu.
There be made my resign.
And mema say no mo pese oba worry or no new being kind.
Open it now ko. Wait, about your problem about worry to we.
I think it's possible because of the transgender thing going on. Like men are becoming women and women are becoming. That's why.
I didn't want to mention it, but you are mentioning it. The end I am here.
Or normal woman or why remember me?
And yeah, like all settings now, men man worry about. Yeah, settings that then go. Yeah, changing because they say 50-50 name also. If you are 50-50 to get married, then then about dominant after that. Now about dominant after that. Like society, yeah, they psyche, but it doesn't make sense.
It was so be set example.
I don't know if this is true, but
what
then,
doesn't make sense?
Like say settings no. Say be man yeah like provider not or buy a carer of fee into or no na di so a roles the changes so what that like and also
that is the foundation of your culture and value system that determines the kind of marriage you find yourself. So
What's happening to your screen, Mituba?
in prehistoric time, what was being practiced in your home or in your hometown?
Wow, you didn't get me. Also, prehistoric times now baby I benefit and your person hold you on, but you change settings no. The reasons why it is no, yeah, changing no, but we want to still maintain the benefits. The make no. Also prehistoric times no. Now oba sorry mo akoma. Oba and compare busia and alone whatever.
No buy yes and your money nyina.
And now buy stand your money in but your percent and no you see normalizing it because modern times. But benefit like other way benefit I back from no responsibility now society they are to the so now I say I so bano. Yes, in keeping having that benefits no. Also balance in the baby. As I pick and choose the cultures where benefits are still instilling.
What is the benefit?
Benefit or bad benefits in like prehistoric way, settings they say or no let them say otifie na owo na otetemma na ono aduane to be ma ho nti sa anything monetary anything food like provision solely on the man, right? And I know benefits ni movie ne say oba no banyin say 9 months na okwa wo no or we are be man na what to me so to bedin because ono ne pay ekwa breba until they say settings not change you but say settings not changing na a benefit be my say no 50-50 aba no yeah no yem penifo na say omo encourage 50-50 say be my brain na oba say support omo nyina obi ani ho wa touch say part say and say autonomy na e dey ama wo say wo na wo to di say mo 50-50 na say both decided together you have both like equal rights because you have equal responsibilities. What they say me who say oba fully woman like feminine on the feminine side no your man 100% na be ma masculine side no ya chem 50% oba 150 na be ma 50 and son of family now try it. Yes, what stages are there no?
Studies how?
Studies you are not those types of men now or person like say obi or no who say my friend be catch me say ono na down for friend is to say ni kunu omo New York ni kunu etimia champabo aba omo fie abechia ne papa say o say ono na yere na 50-50 Muslims so ono na yere na 50-50 oba na say on plenty papa nkasa nkyɛn na asa aware ne gu.
Na de omaye ne. De ajapade no omaye no bende.
Asa oye bema.
Asamo.
But say there be
Property another.
50-50 no say or more expensive like spending on say yes certain no.
If buy a koto we na we ache ya check.
50-50 those no mutua 50-50.
And I said
He doesn't help out in the house. On shem kwala on
yede. Say 50-50 and be man no so nje off no to fan kwala ni ko square we da we di no ko square.
No hu ni say oye bema nya sa anyo ma.
There be want me mama nka say nya 50 na wonya bi na me
one thing they make earlier. Also omuka 50-50 na is just solely on finance. What's this idea no?
The others don't come
make us say na say your society encourage 50-50. I na yen kan yin bom ma equal way no. Na yen
no you law no mo dia ba obi so ba out no be can say mo say 50-50 dia. And ye be man no so to me hwe oba nkola ni bi na oba no so ahwe nkola ni bi ni nyina say ka ho.
Say ada loss be benefiting man mema be peer protesting.
And then there be say mass you protesting bi.
Da be na be ma protest law prevent.
Until I'm being sarcastic.
It's not true.
Because
that 50 you are talking about, it's not every man that wants that too.
Yes, ba.
I'm telling you, it's not every man. It's not every man that wants.
Abrochia no more dear, yeah, 50-50 and sometimes 50-30.
Now, my man is
say 50-50 no. Nipa no pay na working like less because of unkra. Also a man they one consider they can survive. It will no 50% no de bano. Or no say 12 hours no ya obey the 12 hours by one no over the 5 hours 6 hours because when him say unkra be fee na then no. Movie now there no what contribute 50% of expenditure no. We na or no Osa pe oba obehwe no na o tupan kwa Ghana de December e ko pe kanche me bi ene na ye I feel masculine. Ono na o say there be o person we half a man no.
Papa den dey aye den.
Yes mama nka hwe.
Kanya be ma bia na oh yes ade no. Me I don't know these men who
Yeah, that's why I'm glad you don't know them because
my money be brave. I will Europe be brave.
ona ewiase be se ona nyame beba first obeba be shimu
also yenso ye kan eno eho na enim ne eho na ye no ya ebi wo ha abof no kra like it's sad it's me case na you understand why most women are passionate about it
me cry me need sad that yes oba being bet you have 50 then 50-50.
Hey, some of them are even paying 70. I'm telling you.
I just always catch him. So it's
no.
But yes, but on say
Ghana law say 15. It say 50 dia mema no so munware nkola de bi stress ro mo form nko school ni bi.
I don't mind. I just obana mi worry no always catch him. I know the
catch him crack.
But me was catching na. Me yani sika.
50.
Say me was catching na me yani sika.
Maybe Ubaha. You think twice.
Wait, it be a good people. Also, me the be a me kase. Bema mostly or person sisi one or this are the neighbor. Because I don't need your balance cry. Because me personally say me nyama I have to quit work. Me to be nyama. Jimmy quit it.
Do you quit for the whole 9 months?
Yeah, I have 3 kids and I had hyperemesis gravidarium in 3 all the
serious.
Yeah.
When do you really start eating good?
Eating good?
Yeah.
That's about 2 years after I stopped, like after birth.
So you lose a lot of weight then, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
I mean, like, say me personally, me couldn't get supportive and be a me who and answer me Janet. And answer Makoyi ma would cry. It made me who say like And me who say a man for stories are touching because I know say there are good men out there and obey beer deserve that. But o start take a sa man for so we depressed. Obi are depressed no, you not even see her here. Obi are depressed.
Yeah, depressed.
I say
That's very disrespectful.
I think that's what Ghanaians always say to people abroad.
I say I'm say case we no buy no. I say I can new west or man discover any legendary. That's the Lumba no a legendary. Or a legacy.
No. That's just low, below the belt.
Just by any easy.
That's why you don't have to go to certain places. Actually.
Almost say man first. Now me like Muslims we no me like typical Muslim we have me causa. Inti me microphone oko kasa ye say we are feminist. Enya feminism me who say yeah men no me kunu san also ye Muslim. But he's different. Inti sa suban ye suban no me na me propagation and say idea is being taught to them until they can unlearn it. That was all I was preaching. Special attacks say person will say like a man. Maybe they understand me man no. Idea now like yeah teaching more you know. You can let go of it. Say ebia hono. They no me wo me ye na guy before so no oka say. Ono na oye nipa o feel say oye nipa. Oye you ohun is one nim nuamanum na enyini na onim say omo nipa no. Ontina ho ma book bi e me kan chene say or buy a less human than him. Not all of a sudden no or started treating her badly because of feeling superior to her. And it sank deep into young brain. No, that's how they think. Society say me nipa say society say me superior. Last time Obi Kasa say me say a man and member in hear the same because we are a man inferior and a member is superior. That's what one guy told me.
That's somebody who is that's a dandai speaking.
And I made response they say. So I share with all the books more. They may describe attributes of Pharaoh. That's what you are showing. Until say you're mistaking ego, arrogance to ego. And your ego. It's yes about me some more level headed no. I thought that I am more advice here man on them no. Some traditions like also nipa. You may be wow think yeah did me enya me dane de. Yeah, cause do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Yeah, cause man do unto men no. You say others human be say ebia man so nka ho dia they should let us know because adena na sad o me hu say ya de tete obi o wa en tete because me community be bia me free no o say oba time pa wo no anaye mu ma they treat men no superior to a man because ye che ejapadia na adwin nyina ne say mema ne benya double of man nti oba ne less human ono na oya oba no ni refi so oya oba ohun ne so oya maame e say ono we free that level no nti wa graduate nti ono pretend na ma ye nya wicked mothers in laws no it dey be me say say ya re ya e society inferiority superiority nyina no it stems from my cause
do you come from a polygamous background?
No. My dad was monogamous. My mom is the only wife. She's still the only wife. As I can't maintain understand their
So where are you getting your assertions?
I have cousins. I have cousins. Me cousin Bako. Eware obikunu. Oware obikunu na.
Yes, but he's carrying you.
No. Na dream you know and say. So no second wife no nti. Ono ye odono say we no. Na who there like me who say the means we are sick as human. And I say a man causes a problem because rules they set a man and making sure say yeah still. It yes ba wo wadi mu say sisia no okoye ordinance. Do you think say bema ya bema nti obetimi a live a polygamous life so on worry polygamous cry say be on worry nipa kono obetimi sleep around. Do you like think it's right because he's a man or any better right?
These things I can answer you straightforward, but I'll be deceiving you.
That
These things
Guys,
are not.
What did you touch
but
in your
children, me church Olivia, me for phone call be on Mr. Me babaka family. Me will question back again. Please.
You have to pay
Don't
money.
ignore me. Most of my old day, may I know? May
However, you
I
have
watch
to
it?
pay money, pay money, pay
May
money.
I, me.
And yes, will
Won't
be
you
a
come with
yari.
it? My voice comprises, sir. I
This
is a
Yes, but
emotional
P
answer
or
the
is a
intelligence
question.
very
about
Answer
silent.
the
you.
question.
I shall come back, Mr. I don't know for me.
Let
Yes,
me
but
answer the
answer the
question.
question.
You see, some of these things are stemmed in they are stemmed in the cultural traditions. You understand? The kind of orientations that built the foundations of the man's, character, his attitude, and everything. The kind of culture and like the cultural traditions he was born into.
That's Joel. I see coming today.
When you were speaking, I asked you if you are from a polygamous family. You said your mom is monogamous. The man you are married to, is he from a polygamous family?
Yes, but I don't think I don't know some people polygamy because of what he saw. No.
So he has so that's a reality check, but it doesn't mean that he may not want it.
Me like I don't care if he does. What I know is I don't, and I
Good.
speak for me.
So let me ask you: should he become polygamous? Will it affect your relationship with him?
Yeah, I'll be done.
Divorce.
You'll be done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey.
yeah. Only.
So do
And
you
I'm
think
Seriously.
me
do you
say me
think
my
that's what's
culture say.
stopping him? Do you think that could the fact that you've made us your intentions clear, that could be part of the reason why he's not even venturing into that kind of
My intentions are not decisions for him. He has his own autonomy. He has a life. I have a life. What you say? Ain't you? Oh no, that me decision is for me. Or no, so the decision he has his right to make decisions. But I will not compromise for or no name what he wants, and I'm not expecting him to compromise for me wants. What you say? And I yes, but okay, say there instead. Also, so you African setting man. Yeah, they be at your team. Say you sit idly and wait for a man to come and marry you to take care of you. But no. Also, men money be fight. Yeah, they gidi na almost ne inti. As a standards ne double. Yeah, ni na ne ya indoctrinate into something. What person will maintain what there because they are two team. But me then they are two team. Was it there be mean let you go na me no 50-50.
Compulsory, like you are saying here, you have a choice. So you decide what to do with your life and your time. You don't want
Yeah.
somebody to project their life on you. I don't think that when you meet a man that is polygamous, whether polygamous or monogamous, it doesn't change his character. There are certain things
Yes.
that are instilled in you through your subconscious. It comes to you and becomes a part of you because of your observation, the way you see things, and the things you have seen over time. Any guy who has lived in a densely populated community will have an edge for chaos. I don't know how I put it. For the lack of a better expression, anybody who has lived in a community that is chaotic will have a little radicalism in him. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because that is the way he survived in that situation.
That's
I
the
am half
setting.
Ghana. For instance, I am half Ghana and half Achim. My father is Achim. But my father's mom is Ghana. And the father is Achim. And my mom is Ghana. So my father married a Ghana woman because his father married a Ghana woman. Do you
Okay, so
think
they're
it's a
naturally
coincidence?
inclined. Okay.
Do you think it's a coincidence, or it is something that he it came to him through his subconscious.
I didn't get you, Minya call.
I'm saying that
Yeah.
my father is Achim. He married a Ga. My mom is Ga. My father is Achim. He married a Ga. My father's father is Achim. My grandmother is Ga. Do you think my father told my grandfather told my father to marry a Ga?
Maybe.
No,
He didn't.
no, no. They're
Nah,
naturally
they are
lean
not
towards that.
inclined there.
Somebody
Yeah.
started it, so their desire is always towards those are the people they know.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that it's like watching a TV advert. You don't necessarily learn the song in the advert. But because the advert plays they show the advert a couple of times in a day,
It
and you're
naturally comes.
always at home. And anytime a program ends, the next advert is what? Sunlight, sunlight, water, da, 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 da. You don't learn it deliberately, but your subconscious picks the
Yeah.
rhythm first. Then later it picks the words. Then later it will now pick the melody. Now you'll be there. The advert will be playing. You sing it as if you wrote the lyrics and learnt it. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Exactly. So what happens is that the kind of setting or foundations you build for your next generation, or the generation before you and the one before, like 2 generations away, it's what everybody follows through. It is just slight changes that comes in. For instance, there's a reason I ask you if you are monogamous or polygamous, and you said you are monogamous. You see that you are saying that the day your husband becomes polygamous, you are done. You are not doing that because somebody taught you that. Your subconscious has picked that from your mom and your dad. They didn't teach you deliberately that don't marry. Maybe they would have advised you or told you that. But you have already picked that from infancy because growing up, you saw your mom and dad throughout. You didn't
Yeah,
see
and
your
I
dad.
saw their kind of friendship, the bond they had till we grew up. No?
Thank you.
And they
Exactly.
still have
So,
jokes that they make with each other. No,
so I have
I
clearly
want that or
defined
nothing. Yeah.
conditioning. I have clearly defined conditioning practically for you. Because if I had earlier said that we have been conditioned to behave in a certain way, you will not agree. But practically, that is how every human being operates. There are people, no matter what you do, he will never use a toothpick to pick his tooth. He will put his hand in his throat. There's nothing you do to him. He will be
But
with you,
yes,
be
but
picking his
I'm
nose.
confused. Me, I'm confused, Kaka. My mother, and my father, they came from a polygamous background. I don't know how they met. I don't know how
But
it
you answered
happened.
yourself already. I told you it was a reality check. There's something called cultural shock. For instance, there's something called cultural shock. I'm sure those who travel to, like, if you were not born in America and you travel to America, there are things today you have agreed to that were a shock to you the first time you entered that
Yeah,
space.
something like disrespect. Like being
Thank
disrespectful
you.
makes you cool. Yeah.
Yeah, or people who spit on people when they are angry with them. But in Ghana,
Can
you
I throw
can't come and
something in
treat
here, please? Can I throw something
in
in here?
Ghana. eh,
It goes in line with what you're saying. What about uh, what if there is a few people in the okay. What if the way that you've been brought up now, as you were saying, say your condition without your subconscious just picks those things up. For instance, let's assume there's 6 children in the family home and they've been brought up exactly the same thing, but maybe 1 or 2 goes contrary, completely different. Miss Sibley, we all grew up, monogamous. Mom and dad married, Ghanaian, but only him he has said it point blank. He does not want to marry Ghanaian. He does not want to marry African. All of the behaviors now goes contrary to how I would quote unquote how we've been conditioned. What are your thoughts around that?
No,
Because
there is something you don't know. Listen, they said an object travels in a straight line until it has been what? Until an external force has pushed it out of its course. Then there is a direction. Nobody born of a man, even now that we are speaking here, all of us here, nobody have the same hair strands. Thank you very much, especially. Nobody has the same thumbprint. Nobody has the same iris, the shape of your lips. Nobody born, yet to be born, dead or alive, has it. Nobody in your family has the same iris with you, thumbprint, shape of your tongue, your denture, the way your teeth is arranged, the shape of your eye, your ears. Nobody has it. Your gait, the way you walk, nobody has it. But we see people who look similar. They are twins. They look the same. We call them identical twins. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to drive your mind to something. And I use that scientific definition that an object that is traveling in a straight line will not move in any other direction until there is an external force pushing it into that direction. The Newton's first law of motion. Yes, exactly. That's what my brother especially just put there. Now listen. That your brother you think is behaving extremely or exactly different from you found something that you didn't know he was consuming. It's not, there's nothing automatic or coincidence in a man's conditioning. Like, I don't like the word conditioning because it sounds a little negative. When you come to my family, I'm the first to be published in a news daily graphic. In my family, all the youth, I have very brilliant guys in my family, even my cousins. I'm the first to be published in daily graphic, and that happened when I was in class 6. I wrote a story and a poem, a short story and a poem, and it was published in daily graphic. Then by form 1, form 2, thereabout, a junior graphic was introduced. I was always on the page or somewhere. You understand? In my family, I was the first to be interviewed on TV, like national TV. I'm the first to have worked.
No wonder.
In the media. The first to release a music album. The first to win like 7 awards in 3 years.
No wonder you are sitting in front of us here educating us.
Now listen, that didn't just happen to me because I grew up, I won't talk about my background, but I grew up in a way and I found myself in a place and I had nothing than to resort to books. Because the room I was sleeping in was filled with books. It's like a storeroom for encyclopedias, like a study. The room looks like a study. That was where my dad kept his important books, my grandfather's books, even my mom's father's books. That was where I was sleeping because I didn't want to be with my other siblings in the room we had.
Okay.
So I resorted to books. So if there was a conditioning in my home, I was an external force pushed me out of that conditioning into a different space where I got opportunity to read all kinds of things. I read the history of America before I went to SS because there was an encyclopedia. I knew Christopher Columbus. I knew Amerigo Vespucci. I knew all the founders of the American, the Red Indians. I read those things.
Yes, but with the amen, American, baby.
Oba,
no. Now we are not the only one going to suffer here.
Oba, no.
You come to suffer too.
Oba,
so
no.
Listen. So what I'm saying is that I read these things. I read these things before I entered SHS. Are you getting me? So my father knew that when I'm talking with my peers or we are arguing, I knew about the first atomic bomb. I knew about the USSR. I knew a lot of things because of the room I went to sleep in. And it became interesting because when I was there, I read the Bible cover to cover 3 times. Okay. So it's not a coincidence. I became a coincidence. I became a man of God in my church. Like in my church, you understand?
Yes, but what was your father? What was he doing? His profession?
My father was an auditor.
Okay.
He was the second deputy auditor. He served for 38 years.
Okay.
Yeah. If he had lived longer, maybe he would have become the auditor general or something. He was a very brilliant.
What's his name? What's his name?
He's also Listowell.
Listowell Akwe?
Yes.
Okay.
So like I said, it was where I found myself. That was what distracted me from my other siblings. My big brother is a footballer. The last born is a footballer. But the one after me, he's an IT geek. He's always opening things, closing, opening things, closing. He came to give me a code that if I'm doing TikTok live, I can connect it to my phone and it will appear on my TV. I can't do it. Because I find it complicated. But he will understand. And why is it so? Because he was always with the toys and I was with the books. So the question is that your husband comes from a polygamous marriage. And he has decided not to be polygamous because of the things he saw and experienced. That is the distraction. That is the external force. That is the experience that has given him a reality check, not to be what he was conditioned to become. And he's using that, he has taken a deliberate decision not to become that. So I'll tell you that if your husband is still monogamous and you don't catch him flirting, cheating, then he's a very disciplined, he's going through a lot to maintain a monogamous, what do you call it, character or status. Because if he has to go to if he has to go by his natural conditioning, he will do what he saw. And your parents, the same. They swore to themselves that because of what we have seen, we will not raise children to come and suffer what we saw. That's the external force. So when people tell me that people cannot change, I tell them that it is because they have not found the environment that will help them to change. Any man that cheats doesn't just wake up. Well, there are men who are very weak naturally. Naturally, there are men who are, and there's a saying that there's an adage that says that when a man who is in control of his sexual urges has solved 90% of all his life problems. There's a statement like that. People say that.
Yeah, yes, but I wanted to give my perspective of what she said earlier. So, Oka said, or ne sibling now, or no quite different. All the antenna say, no 2 kids have the same parent. Parent or firstborn at 25 will not be the same parent who will give birth to the second child at 30. They are not the same people. Into Obia one a personal experience with their parent. Into you may think you have the same parent, but you don't have the same parent.
Well, where are you coming from? Are you coming from the social orientation and upbringing of children, or the maturity continuum, like how
also maturity
of life,
and the love, the stage the person is in life, determine how he raises his kids.
That's true.
Yeah.
But okay, that is true.
Yeah.
But with what he's saying, he's talking about, character traits, like how are characters formed?
Say like they were all from the same parent, but deviate, like why different? And I make us say, parents now.
There is something. Wait.
Parents now, no, that's not the same parent he knows. Also, me personally.
There is something. There is something that will distract him to become what Forever is saying now. Like you, for instance, you just made a statement that the day your husband becomes polygamous, that's the end. You are moving on.
Yeah.
It is a conditioning, and it is deliberate, and it is part of your paradigm, like your orientation, your paradigms, your thought patterns.
It's 10. You know that? It's 10 p.m. Hey, Khadija, turn off the TV.
I know, yes, yes, I know.
Sorry,
I know we want to know big but because she's not paying attention. That's what
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Me bano ne buy.
I
About
know.
10,
So
we pay over the remote.
So you see, the thing is that it's not about when you look at the maturity continuum, where a baby is born, it's static, it can't move, it only cries. And it doesn't have the ability to express emotions or talk. So if it wants to poo-poo, it is crying. If it is angry, it is crying. If it is having back aches or bends at the back, it is crying. That's the only expression, emotional expression it has. So that's the only thing the baby will do. But look, listen, people have now studied how babies cry and the kind of sound they make if they want to poo-poo. The kind of sound they'll make if they are hungry. The kind of sound they make if they are feeling irritations or having a stomach ache. People have studied that and they have found out. Previously, no, and this thing, nobody knows. A lot of people don't know it in Africa. I don't want to say, but 80% of mothers in Africa will know this. But it's on the internet. Women are teaching that when the baby does pop, tata, it means something. And they have studied it over time and gotten about, they are right about 80-90% of the time.
Yeah, I'm sure Oprah Winfrey show be chemukra.
I have watched a full video, about 20 minutes video, where they are showing how babies behave and how you will know if the baby like he has poo-pooed and wants you to change his diaper. And earlier I said something here that the kind of engineering God gave us, the government system God gave you, your anatomy. You don't even need anybody to. How did the prehistoric man survive before we came after him? How did the first man survive? How did Adam and Eve survive before the next generation came? So there is an innate system. There's a bird. There is a bird. I've forgotten its name. When it gives birth to its offspring, it leaves the offspring and flies far away from Europe or America all the way to Africa and leaves the bird for months. The bird grows and matures and flies to where the mother is without any Bluetooth or what do you call it? A geographical radar. It doesn't have any remote. It goes to where the mother is without the mother telling it that me jawa koha. They are best. Like you can read. You just go into. Are you getting me? There are animals. There are mammals or animals that when the female gives an offspring, it is the male that takes care of the child. Even some sea animals. When the female, when the female makes the baby, it is the male that takes care of the baby, and the female goes hunting. When you go into the lion kingdom, the female, the lionesses, the tigress, the cat family, all the females, they are better hunters than the male. But the males are more bold and vicious. But the female are better hunters than the male. If we put that in context today, in human living, they say, oh, men are go-getters. They must go and do this. Always a man. So you will talk about patriarchy. But in the animal kingdom, lions will talk about matriarchy. Because they bring home more kills for the pride to enjoy better than the male lions do. And they live longer than the male lions. So there's always a conditioning. There's something that has kept you. When you see someone and the person is quiet, naturally the person is quiet. Go and check the person's mom and dad. There's a high probability the mom is very quiet, the dad is also very quiet. And they marry themselves. So he has lived in a quiet, solemn environment. Even when they are fighting, they fight with quietness.
Tracy, my question now, I was leaning it more around the psychosocial aspect because like exactly the reason why he's different. And the point that you were making around, obviously no one is the same. You could even identical twins, and it's 110%. But my beliefs and the way that I also think that we are who we are, even if we come from the same person. There's always even when you were talking about a baby business, when you have a brand new baby and as they're growing, you as a parent, you want to ensure that they hit the stages of development. Maybe almost at nase or more we are slowly almost become home person but the moment you start to see there is something not happening, that's when you start to get concerned. Hey, see, then you go and get it checked or whatever. If I say development, or Kodru, teenage years, you see a little bit of withdrawal, you see a little bit of resistance, then you start to ask yourself, what is influencing those behaviors? It could be, say, be a DSC or fear. It could be, say, be a DSC or bonting.
Exactly. You see, and that is exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. I gave you a simple Newton's first law of motion. I gave you a simple example. An object travels in a straight line. You see, the same thing you are saying is what I'm saying, but your definitions or the syntax, the way you are saying it is different from the way I'm saying it. But we are saying the same thing. When your baby, if you give birth and your baby start talking at 8 months, like start doing start speaking words at 8 months, and you give birth to another baby that doesn't do that at 8 months, after 1 year, the baby is not talking. Won't you start feeling, like you said, won't you start feeling like maybe this one is deaf or something?
Yes, but it seems we are all saying the same thing in different ways. Make an example. I want to say, also, me personally, I almost the same to my second child. My firstborn, or buy no, like, baby, or be a perfection. She's a perfectionist, and no matter who you are, no matter where she goes, obey recognize, abo nabaso, abo parents nabaso. Oh yeah, she's just perfect. And I mean, second child, ba bema, no ba bema, jesu ba. Or not any expectations, because or no, by kindergarten or class 1, like class 1 or Ghana, or class 1 or Ghana, she could read, write, and everything. Into your expectation now, say the standards or your person, they reflect Bema, no, now you're damaging. Into Yamina, yeah, madam, your courses be, and I made the who's not there, I may send a bravo.
This one is more scientific than or biological than psychosocial, like our sister is saying. Yeah. The psychosocial has just gotten to do with how the person receives things in their social circles, how their psyche is programming things and receiving it, and what's the word? Ingestion, like how they receive the thing, they process it, pick what they want to pick, and let go what they don't need.
And I yes, but me mistake and na me yen say no na oba no mom na unusual. Be man was usual, like normal child. And oba no ne de no make say abnormality in a positive light. And I'm a person me force that in the boy.
No. Only what's your temperament? What's your high and what's the low?
Oh, sa low no me kunu ye the low no na me ye the high no.
Dabi. Everybody has two. You have one, and when you are excited, you show signs of the higher one. When you are in your low moment or normal,
Me ye
you show the
lower,
low.
may I vanish.
No, no, no.
Me ena me nyatia.
Are you a melon? Are you a sanguine? Are you a choleric? Which of them are you?
I have no idea.
I know where she is.
Yeah, for forever, tiny forever, I'm born come over.
Mm.
But if I talk to you for a while, I'll be able to tell. It's easy to tell who one is
I
from.
can tell right away when she had an issue with Mansoor.
When she had an issue with
Remember
somebody.
when Mansoor came and they were
Oh,
having the discussion? I could
Ah,
tell right
yeah.
away. She ain't gonna let
So
you
you see,
win.
let me show you. Umi,
mm-hmm.
is your husband a sanguine? Is your husband a hyper exciting person?
He's dangerously quiet.
He's very quiet. Then he may be a dangerously quiet.
Yeah, like I said, oh yeah, very composed. I mean, just
Or a choleric. He's a choleric.
like, ella like those the Obeka say, man, exaggerate here. Those the unya, you can never get something to say about him. Unya,
Or a choleric.
unya. So obey
So he's
mistake,
a choleric. He's a better manager. He can handle situations properly.
Ah,
He's
na
well
sanka
organized.
my shift here.
Does he throw his socks around or is always organized
Here's a
his
mind.
clothing? His what?
Here's a mind. Man,
Or she shall be amao, maybe.
and then like say at the end of bar. Now was stepping.
Won't him say, or naturally no, the way or no. Say, is he well organized? Like is
Yeah, very well organized.
so our books are or she say books ni pepe
Yes,
pabwa.
yes,
Baby
yes.
or didn't sunglasses to no honor the better.
Mhm.
Or they are there to her or banner chia no abesi number.
Or either or no say be a chiana ebia or be consider say how me feeling tea. Now I can say I will say na open na what I say.
No, that's him. He's a choleric. So when he's excited, how does he behave? What is his excitement? If he's excited, how do you see that he's excited?
I don't get it. Example, me for example be.
To say neni jina say unse neni aji. He's in a very good mood. Neni aji ona wakopati or sour bedroom. He will not. He will sit somewhere in the
How
corner
does
like
he behave when his favorite team wins a game?
Some me interested in football nti ama
But
or
you
share ball no
watching
kwa
though.
na me wa around that.
Have
Just a
you
make
ever
say
heard
yen
him? Have you ever heard him shouting "Go" in his room before?
Debbie,
Oh,
Debbie.
thank you. So you see, he's a choleric, so he's a manager. People like that, they do well in the 9 to 5 job. Even if he's working in a factory and it's by a machine that is very complex, he's going to handle the machine perfectly
Yeah,
because
that I know.
naturally they are
Yeah,
organizers, like
yeah.
they are well organized. But a sanguine is not like that. A sanguine is a social butterfly. He's fleeting. So, and he's spontaneous. So he takes a lot of wrong decisions. He is spontaneous. He takes decisions at the spur of the moment. His excitement sometimes directs his decisions. Do you understand? So if he's in a place and the place is, and those people, they can cheat. They don't cheat intentionally. They just get carried away by the moment.
Excitement.
And the moment he's in a place, he feels comfortable, no boundaries, and they are boundless. They can break any rule. Sanguines are like that. And they are wasters. When I say wasters, not that the very low ones are wasters as in who the 10 million man obet me dini na chile ya seni na aye party uja no fear obeba no aye house party a self you ina. He's not a good organizer. He forgets easily distracted. He goes after he like because of the spontaneity aspect of his nature. He cannot
He's nothing like that. Like nothing like that.
So no, I know your husband is a choleric.
Me check I didn't know na me share them. I want to learn. It's that.
So you, if Ghana is playing football against somebody, or you are watching a TV show, maybe whether romantic, fiction, action, whatever, and then you are following a particular character in the movie, and you want the character to achieve something, maybe fall in love with somebody, or overcome somebody in a fight, or escape a threat or something. When that happens, how do you express yourself when that happens in the movie? When your expectation happens in the movie?
Like I'll be indifferent, but I kind of dance in my head, jubilate in my head. I'm a type. I hardly open a many friends. I struggle to even make friends. It's a same pain nipa, but it is also
So you
Miss
see,
nipa. But
you
me
are a pair in a
baha
pod.
like
You are a pair in a pod. Wait, you are a pair in a pod. Do you know why?
mm-mm.
Cholerics do well with phlegmatics. Cholerics. They don't like noise. They are well organized. Do you understand? They are well organized. They don't have a lot of excitement in them. They seem to be the people who have very little excitement. Like they are not the that kind of
And
people.
excitement no so I will hokwara with him. I say my
Thank
mem
you. Thank you.
yeah kind of upbringing. It was like kind of
Yeah,
a military
yeah,
upbringing.
is writing irritable.
My mother
So
was
you
like
see,
too strict. Now
cholerics
as
do
a me,
well.
na me who say affected.
Cholerics do well with phlegmatics because they don't like too much shouting and the sanguine, the overexcitement and the disorganized thing. They choose somebody that draw them out a little bit, and that is who you are. You are flag. Yes, you are flag. You understand? But the
What
way
does that mean?
with your flag, I wouldn't know your downside. I wouldn't know whether your downside will be so when you are sad, like when things don't go your way, how do you handle? Do you go quiet? Do you go and sleep?
I'm quiet.
Do you shut
I
yourself
vanish.
in?
No. Like
You
other
shut your,
yeah. Like
you shut yourself in,
I
then you
disappear.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that is it. So your down is a melon, and then your major is your dominant is the phlegmatic.
What does that
So
mean?
when things don't go your way, you withdraw. You withdraw from who you are. You call back into your shell. No compel baby atna. That's how melancholists behave. They are always called in, but they see everything. They are very observant. So anybody who has melan as their height, they are very quiet.
It
Hey,
is
who
a
is asking?
medium comway. Yes, but medium comway. Obi onim obi o humia. Nipa kwan bet me aka say be obi na use my account. You not believe it.
Do you know why?
Cause obi
Because you
kwa
are
bet say me
phlegmatic.
nim kasa.
Let me help you. The reason that is happening is because you are phlegmatic. Phlegmatics, they are just the downside of the sanguines. So what happens is that because the sanguines are extremely or high, they are hyper and at the top. You see, when you go to high schools, those guys who can dance in front of everybody, they can do some things that nobody can do and get the place moving on. Mostly they are sanguines. When they are in a meeting, they enter the room, no matter how dull the place is and
They will
how
light it up.
dead the place is, they will light the room up. They
Yes,
get
but you
everybody.
know that the phlegmatics are attracted, or the phlegmatics and the think they are connected. They are attracted to the sanguines.
Yes. I was coming to that too with
They
But
are
yes,
so
but
much
unim
attracted
say
to
me
them.
personally obi a oya loud no. Actually, excuse me. It's embarrassing to me. I say it's embarrassing. Me person me associate.
you
I
are
am me ne
listen,
nipa kwan nam kwa
you are
me free ho me ntimi. I can't
you are
stand
a
it.
flag. Wait, you are a flag.
Mm.
Listen, cholerics do well with phlegmatics. They don't do well with sanguines because sanguines are too loud for them. It's either you are a flag as a dominant, and that is it. You are a flag as a dominant and a melancholy down there. I wouldn't be able to tell who your husband is. Maybe your husband's down is a flag. That is why you are doing well. Or maybe I have the same tone. I thought it was my phone. Whose phone was that? I have the same tone. So you can say the reason you are able to speak here is because the flags, when they enter spaces that they have the opportunity to express themselves, they do so. Do you understand?
Maybe it's because I can't stand injustice. As a non-ma, me timi cry.
And yes, sir. And yes, sir. Also, when you are in a setting where there is nothing pulling your flag traits to come up, you just call back. So you like this, all the people who know you and they think you don't talk or you can't talk, they just have to look for a subject.
I don't like people.
Good. They just have to look for a sub. If I live in your community and I'm a friend of yours, and I know all your friends, and I know that, always if I'm looking for Umi, I'll see her with this lady, that lady, that. I'll come there. I'll come and raise a topic that you enjoy. I know that you like. You will talk. All of them will be shocked.
Yes,
I will be engaged.
Like,
isn't it also due to the fact that she's more attracted to your kind because of the way you deal with issues? You're very calm. The temperament is also there on her level.
Allow people to lie. That's why I like being here.
That's why I'm saying that. It is the same thing. What we are doing here, I can do it with you anywhere.
Yes, but all I'm saying, day one, or starting here, I've always been on. I took time before I even started joining.
No problem. But you see, I've still drawn you out. That's what it's just like that. So, for instance, me.
Oh,
if I'm not here on TikTok, you can come and ask here. You can come and ask my mom. If I'm not here on TikTok,
what's your them, sir?
If I turn my camera, you see the number of books.
What are you?
Look at my books.
So what are you?
He's in between.
There are books down here. I'm coming.
So Yesuba, what are the temperaments that are able to become like CEOs and inventors and like
an inventor will always be okay. I shouldn't say that because I don't have I'm the one who have been asking people what's your sample size.
Create businesses and
cholerics.
Do initiate stuff.
Go and check all the
born leader.
People with the,
I know
with the biggest
I know
the patents and all of them are cholerics.
You are right.
I agree.
My downside is a choleric. My downside is a choleric, proper choleric. When I'm alone and when I'm doing something and I'm alone, I don't like disturbances. I like the way I'm here, my dear, no choleric. But when I'm in a social circle, I'm not a choleric.
Yeah.
When I'm with people that I like,
most of them too are autistic. They are on autistic spectrum.
You see me talking this way because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So that is where I'm drawn out.
Excitement. Okay.
When I'm alone, I hate noise. So if you come to me, you see, Ket, even though my wall is well, I've put.
You enjoy
I
your
don't
own
want
company.
the noise. Yes, I don't want the noise coming from outside. My TV, my books, my phone, my laptop. That's me. Like
so you know what you know the reason why. You know the reason why a lot of marriages break up because they don't consider temperaments. That's a very, very, very important.
They get carried away by
intuition
beauty,
and all that. But when you live
what
with
the person is wearing, how they are smelling, their height, their quality around them and all that. So you end up in. But when you check these things, sanguines do well with melancholies.
Yeah.
So watch. People who are very quiet, often they go and marry their opposites.
Very loud, noisy.
They marry very loud people. Because the moment that loud person comes home, he will light the whole place up. And it gives and there is the time also for the melon to also stay in her when she knows that on him said time we kunuko anami. So this is the time for me. Because obe numere by this time I na light in the so okopena se dum kania. So if I'm going to use the sanguine is like the Christmas lighting you see on the streets abroad. People decorating their house. That's sanguine.
Yeah.
And then the melon is when the moonlight comes and every place is quiet.
Yeah.
That's
So nobody is just.
Yes.
So are you saying that nobody is one specific temperament?
No.
No. There's a higher. You have the dominant and the low side. The low side is when you are sometimes you are sad. You've had an experience. So you don't have just one temperament. You have that is why you can go to a party and dance, come to church, sing.
Yes, ma'am. What if without any provocation, you just want to be alone in darkness, like just be alone?
It's your temperament. There's
It's
nothing
your
wrong with
temperament.
it. That's what listen. There was a time I stayed in this room for 1 week straight. I never stepped out.
Yes, but I personally, if there's food, I can stay in the room for a year. I don't mind not speaking to anyone.
So
Me too.
You see, when I'm here, for instance, yesterday, I was in this room editing the video I posted, the Ebusapeni breakdown video. I had to step out to go and buy food. I called my mom to do that for me. This morning, I did the same. And even this evening, the same. So
because
today,
you just don't want to get out.
Today is, here is Saturday, but yesterday was Friday. I have not stepped out of my gate to the street or outside anywhere. I have not gone anywhere. I've been here just editing the video and I edited the video for a while, slept for a while, woke up, and then.
But you see, Yesuba, you are working. It's not like you are just there.
Yesuba, let's take a break from my
just there. I can be just there doing nothing.
That is why I'm saying that when you go by the temperament, there are some marriages that will 70-80% survive.
Yeah.
Just because of companionship. Then we come to the belief system aspect where you meet religiously, because religion also plays a very serious role in relationships. You understand?
Beliefs.
Then you come there. Then now the beliefs, yes, your belief system.
Yes, but that upbringing counts.
A lot.
Exactly.
But upbringing doesn't necessarily have a lot to do with your temperament. Your temperament is kind of like it's like in your DNA.
It is your engineering.
It's in your DNA.
It's the way you
it can be a little bit polished because of where you were raised, but it's no different. If you're allowed, you're allowed.
Yeah. How do we take a commercial break?
With my question.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
you see. Let me make an example. Let me give you an example. You see, Prince Harry and his brother. What's the name of his brother? Prince Harry
William.
And the brother William. You see, their siblings raised the same way in the same house and everything, but they are two different people. So that's why this temperament thing is not. You wouldn't say it's the way you were raised.
So tell me, what makes them different? Tell me, I really want to know.
Now let me show you how they become different. If you raise a sanguine in a well brought up home, a well structured home, a sanguine. If you raise a sanguine in a well structured home,
you still throw his socks about.
No, but what you have done is that you have raised a leader that will be vocal, like will be audacious, courageous, like the Martin Luther Kings, like people who make movements.
Yes, but my son is something like that, and that's why
Good.
I and the dad can't stand
If
him.
you like, raise the same sanguine in the wrong environment. You have raised a gang leader.
Gang.
He will gather all the radicals. He will gather all the criminals. They will follow him because the natural disposition of a sanguine is to draw people in. He draws you out of your shell into his space, and he leads you on with
But yes, but
spontaneity.
does that work with everyone?
Everyone
No.
that's a sanguine.
If I come to you, for instance, right now you are here, we are having a conversation, right? And you are even attesting to the fact that none of your friends will believe that you come here to have these conversations. It means that I've been able to draw you out.
Yeah, okay.
And you are saying that it took you time before you started coming up to talk. It is not about the time it took you or whatever. The thing is the influence, how you are able to do what you are doing now, and you are doing it without having issues. So an influence has taken place. You get it. You can't take that out. That influence. That is why, if you have a child, that is a good child, and the child is in the company of other kids who have certain traits you don't want him to have. You have to stop him from mingling with them, because there are children you give birth to. The distraction is that, and I always use the Newton's first law of motion. If you ask somebody to sing a song and you know the song, and the person is singing the song the way you know it, you will be happy because you know the song and the person is singing it right and the lyrics right. The moment they start turning the lyrics around and the melodies around, you begin to get irritated. Naturally, you begin to, as a oh yeah, baby. Either you feel embarrassed for the person, or you're watching a reality show and somebody is asked a question and they can't answer, and the question the person has been asked is an answer you expect them to know. Or somebody's behaving in a way that does not align with your paradigms, your thought patterns, or the way you were raised. Either you ferry and now bufu, and now we regret to say at this time no now wahana nipa we oh yes I deal.
Oh,
are you getting the point I'm making? I'm building a point. So all I'm saying is that when we go to the music, if the person is singing the music, hitting the notes, maybe singing a Celine Dion, hitting the notes right, the lyrics and the melodies, and you just get carried away by it because it's a song you love. And even though that person is not somebody maybe naturally you love, the song alone the person sang will make you have some likeness.
Yes, but I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I have to attend to some. Pick me up when I come, okay?
I'll pick you. Umi, you get it? You begin to admire that person because they have achieved something that sits well with you. That's the distraction I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, your temperament and your partner's temperament must be complementary and not adverse. Like they shouldn't be opposites. You understand? Sanguines do very well with phlegmatics because they are almost the same. They are vocal, because their sanguine is up, the down of sanguine is a phleg, and then choleric is up, and the down of a choleric is melan. So when a melancholy becomes hyper, he's like a melan becomes like hyper, or it goes
yes, but how
extreme.
do you learn all this? Because me astrological kana me jai. But I
intelligent quotient. Oh, we da SMBSSSS. No, mommy.
wow.
Now like I had this book,
But
but
if I have a personal question to ask.
okay. Yeye wants to ask a question. So
Oh, okay. So my question is this: that do you think that people's temperament change over time, or whatever you assign what is what you grow up with? Because do you think like temperaments do evolve?
It can evolve. It evolves with time, but it doesn't go beyond a certain axis. Like, no matter how a bird sings, it won't roar. Do you understand what I'm saying? No matter how loud a bird sings, it will not roar like a lion. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So temperament can evolve. It doesn't evolve out of its. That is why there's the down and the up. So if a phlegmatic keeps a sanguine, keeps lots of sanguines as friends, and is always in that mode, party mode, excitement mode, adventurous mode. That is for the sanguines. You understand? So let me tell you, when you are watching a movie, a sanguine want to watch an action movie, they are shooting, they are fighting. A melancholy want to watch a slow romantic movie that is not too loud. You understand? The phlegmatic will be in between. He can do a little of this and a little of that. The choleric will go for fictional movies, movies that make him crack his mind, like detective movies and all of those things.
Okay.
Do you understand? So
Yes,
if you are
but can
going
I be
for,
partially a choleric? Because
you are dating your husband is choleric, and that is what I'm saying. I said you are phleg. So there's a high probability your downside is choleric. That's why you are able to stay with him, because you have already said that when things don't go, you withdraw. So it's in line.
So here's another question. So when Umi says that she cannot stand injustice, or she said something like that. Is that one not being able to stand injustice or bullying or being taken advantage of? Has it got to do with temperament? Isn't that based on your moral upbringing? Does it really have to do with temperament?
The temperament contributes also to sometimes your disposition in your society, but also it has an underlining. You see, for instance, somebody who grew in a war-prone area or community, if the person is a phlegmatic, they will start movements to overthrow, to maybe undermine the rebels who are causing that thing there. If there is a choleric in that same community, he will escape the war by simple calculate. He will escape the war and be
so
out of the
yes, but
place.
why do cholerics like calculation maths? Are they?
No, that's how that one there when we go to every day, ask God do. Even the angels, when you read the Bible, the angels are not the same.
Obi,
The
and
Bible
maybe
talks
I'll say,
about.
oh, come, I love numbers.
That's what I'm saying. My father is a choleric. He was an auditor. He was a maths bias. He doesn't use calculator. Even when at old age, when his eyes began to dim, he could make me pick the lotto charts. And he will be telling me that, look at the first line. You will see 16, 17, 22. Go 3 steps down, you see 22 again. Circle it. He was doing that in his mind. I was sitting by him and I was doing it on the paper.
Wow.
And it tells you that he has a photographic memory. I tell you that thing all the time. So he knows, because he's good with numbers. That's why he went into that trade.
Yes, but
Do you understand?
what BMNE like, and then I've because
Vital on that.
I think
I get a
Yabans.
lot of things.
I think Yabans is sleeping. As you'll be talking now.
You're not making more
No.
sense to me.
So there's people don't have just one temperament, and it is just that. So the sanguines, what happens is that when a sanguine is down, like maybe they lose a love partner or
Yes,
they
my
lose
patron
someone,
sanguine no omo follow the crowd, right?
they don't necessarily follow the crowd. They are the
Easily
crowd.
influenced. Easily influenced by things and
Yes, they are
no na me
spontaneous.
patron.
Yeah, they are spontaneous. So they are not easily for they carry them. They they
Of
are the
course, no was not
initiators.
eboso.
I
They
don't know.
carry
Yeah,
themselves through.
I'm the lead though, but I don't like where there's chaos.
Do you understand? So they carry themselves through their faces. So when you are with a sanguine in a yacht, or let's say you're with a sanguine in those plush, what do you call them? Those big boats that have luxury. It has this name. You know, these boats, I say boats, is it a ship or whatever that has like it's like a fanfare, there's everything in it. When you're in it, it's like a
Cruise.
cruise. Yes, thank you. When you're on a cruise with a sanguine and you're a melon, the melon will stay in the room. If the melon loves music, they go there. Where they are listening to the music, you can go 5 hours. When you come back, the melon will be there.
That's me.
If you are with a choleric, he will not go to where the music is. He will go to where there are games, like maybe jackpot or snooker, somewhere, something that will make his mind,
Numbers.
something will make his mind work or crack his core. When you go there too, you see the same. But the sanguine, if you leave him here in the room, by the time you come, he's in the swimming pool. By the time you leave and go 3 hours and thinking by the time you come back, the swimming pool is there, he has already left, changed his clothing and follow some guy B or some lady B. They've gone to the
Two
next floor
different venues.
in some place. So he will come back and telling you the experiences on the cruise ship. That there's this here, there's this there, there's that there. I took some wine here. Let's go and have a taste of some wine here. Let's go and have a taste of some ice cream here. So they are the party. They obeja wa no akwa. Uja no no bekwa. Uja no no bekwa.
They stand in the crowd.
And ubu akwala, unkwala na se obaba ku ye sanguina. Untimi nja no baby. Uja no obeba no ni nkwala bi di ago no makoya danfo. They easily make friends. They're
Yes,
like
but
social butterflies.
make us maybe be some question. Like
Yeah.
opinion and your question cry. Who was sanguine cry? As a parent, or like it's very personal. Oh no, will you choose to raise them abroad or in Ghana? Like African setting.
Semi was sanguine akwala. It would depend on where I'm living abroad. If I'm living in a high profile community, when I say high profile community, you understand what I'm saying? Yes. A well structured high profile community, I don't mind. But if I'm living in a broche, densely populated community, I'll always have like I'll always be worried about him or her.
Yes,
Because
but
there's
we
too
live
much.
in a good life, good environment, community. Now still, or no, say nipa kwa no here push was or no, all they know and want is fun. Now teachers no so, say or no across no or here strictness kakra. Now of school na yes, de
You see,
no, he feels like
don't
drawing.
gag him. Listen,
Like
everybody.
me person who like baby I make for
Uh,
now advice me.
mm,
Say nipa kwa no be a school no. Yeah, try the call to me sorry say no, it's not fun. I want to draw. Na teacher no, teacher to me ma complain, but oh no. Can you stop please? Do you want to stop? That's how they communicate with the kids. They ask the person if he wants. He said no. Leave me alone now. We continue. It has a they are almost saying more. Me who say men wanted to know we trying to talk mommy you know be normal factory reset.
But then isn't it also related to
You see,
diagnosis like an ADHD when the kids have, because like when I know about ADHD, it's like they get bored quicker because those kids, they still understand what is
exactly,
going. You have to find
exactly.
a
You
way
see,
to excite them.
Almost
you
They
see,
checking, they
exactly.
couldn't diagnose
So you
him.
create their fun for them. Now listen,
yeah.
there is something there, like he says, I want to draw. That is what he loves to do. So for instance, if he's going to school and you know that he does that, and he tell his tutor that, so you buy maybe a coloring book for them. For instance, me, I'm a sanguine in
You?
social circles. Yes,
Oh, I'm sure. He's
my up
surprised.
is, but my low is a choleric. So sometimes people get confused with me. Like some of my friends,
Yeah,
like
you are
yes, but
confusing. Then your personality is very confusing.
yeah, yes, but my friends, some of my prayer people will say that yes, but dear, or to work quiet. But if you give me the microphone, maybe to lead prayer or to preach, you see fire. But when you
Yeah,
see
sure.
me, I'm
Battery.
always quiet. Do you understand? So you see my sanguine aspect. You won't see me at any party. I don't go to parties. But I love to walk and see. I like sights. I love to see because it feeds my creativity. Like it feeds my mind. I love to see things. But I also will not come to a party. I won't go to a carnival
Do you listen to
where
music?
the place is overcrowded or something. If I do so, then I'm going to look for something. Or I'm extremely bored, then I want to just, you get it. Sometimes I just
So yes,
walk and
about what makes people bored? I never get bored by being alone.
that one I can't tell because, for instance, somebody who is a sanguine, like a high sanguine, they'll be bored when they are in the same. So they don't do well with jobs that make them sit at one place.
Mm.
Do you understand? He would choose to be a driver
Uber driver.
instead of being uh, a machine operator. Do you understand?
Mm.
Where he's doing the same thing. Maybe he's doing a bathroom hose. He works in a factory and he's doing bathroom hose. From January to December, bathroom hose. A sanguine will not do that job.
Mm.
On yet. Do you understand? Because they are spontaneous in nature. They are creative. They are adventurous. Sales. They can do
Adventurous. Mm.
marketing. They want to, if they are working in a space, people who go out, like they go meet people and talk to people outside, they love it. They can do proper insurance work, advertisements. They want to be a TV host, entertainment show host.
Yes,
They
but
would love
what
to
kind of
be,
audacity? No, like the audacity is so like.
everything is there. Like, that's what I'm saying. And the same way, if they are not in the right environment, they become the adverse, negative.
Mm.
So if your son is sanguine and he meets another sanguine that has been raised well and they are moving, you've gotten an Obama and a Martin Luther King.
Mm. No, yes, but
Are you getting it?
yeah,
Obama,
hello. My county, they are white dominant. Like, almost, like I don't even know how their kids turn out, but they are the worst, like worst. And yeah, na me person me catch you.
so omo
And
yenu yenka ni twi ono unso
tiaba.
omo ntia ba na omo ntete ba Bible so aka say akwara no wantia na obesai tianu
Nti
de
tia kwa na we no asa ye confusing. Oko school a ye so na so e jeje no so e ma ni ejimi no na obefie na wo betia na asa wo ye bad guy no. I
enti na
don't
oni
get
ni
it.
wo ho a e wo ma na de na ba akakra otiase ebi omo makwan na de na ba na wa be hu difference no.
That's why I wanted like until na me person me break it down. Now who the kind of advice
Mami
be.
chao me road way so junction no uko enim kakra ban so fie bi wo ho omo tu kwan pa area ni mo bi anim so ho omo tu kwan pa. They had a daughter like that or a sanguine or ye or years or was 14 15 But only body ko to say half cast. Ni team the will be even ba onye. Na obeka so ye penny. Ono kasakra no fleti. We did 50 obetimi ni penny or we did to say 35, 38, 40 years akasa ti so ni kasa ti say oni ni boy kasa. And a honum no ye nyoma bi to the sense one time ye hu etuo wa ni bag mo na ni ma me de ni bag an. Yɛde ba Ghana no oba ye na obehu se ne ahatie na awia na ehye no ohun saa no ye ngigi obi aso na wo so na pakra esi ko bunsuo omukro mu fie mu mbunsuo oti ase ba ye
Baby,
sheda ma
uncle, obe break akra.
omu debi efie no ye mbunsuo ho omu poly tank abansuru like they are like middle omu ye sikafo
Yeah.
wo hudu ba ye mani ko bunsuo ye mani ko odi bucket ko bunsuo ne grandmother o ya man or the bucket ko bunsuo no aba because ohun se nkrofo so kita gallon mu ko bunsuo ti ya mani ko bunsuo ba no
Okay.
osu ti say abono ni nsemu mremremre anche bia ho se na ewia na ma ni nsemu no ya fine ba emu ye din ba o ye straight o ye obi anka nche no o ti ase so oba ye de ni ba ye no ya man start school ano or tena for 3 years and son
Wow.
ye sanding for ye oba back no okoy no oba back no obi ahun say wasisa because she now understood the privileges she had there that were not here because I have my light off what you say ebi amu mu fie mu 3 faces but mu ni generator ti
So,
be my
but me
light off
akwa no kwa de oka ya te makuma kwa me me na ye discuss ye person ye
thank you
vacation.
like friend
Oh,
David
be na no, I don't want to go to that Africa. Island is dirty. I'm say,
then
oh, what time fear me no. Over 2 years.
onim yeah my cousin I have 6
Me
cousins
Africa efi.
abroad listen one of them oye no stubborn ye dini ba obi anka nche o masa ewia na ibo ha na ewia na ebo a ebo eshu uche atare na ohye no me like this I like 2 pieces what I'm wearing is a 2 piece you see I like 2 pieces so naturally you know that I have a fan or an AC if I have only fan I can't wear these 2 pieces and be sitting here and I'll be sweating do you understand so I ran shoe a shoe a comedy now koto obi ambambe no aduane ma una umbeche umi nyewe give me this give me that give me this na wo so na pan kwale wo fio ina obi aye steady obi ko school ono kasa polish ni shoe e lesi ni shoe na wo je okra obi awe di 6 years 5 years okodware every ba from abesen akwa akoshe ni
Oh,
mpaboa
cancer
atam
more.
ni book o free school ba no abe ni homework obe ni homework ya nduane aye di obetwi nkukuo mu we di be 8 9 na obedi 8 9 onim suma dada onim se small se koto ade a wonkoche ukoche ayebebo the time obeba bedi 12 15 wa understanding life at a certain level what you say ba uko dede no krokro no no ase or say to know din kwasi asem do you understand to say ye issue ya ye handle papa ya we free ma issue ya ya kan wasem aka wasa hwe se na ne ba ne aka ne ba na ha no muti anka busampe no betima ya
Too much privilege. Ama jivia bem.
iti anka ha no mutia omo ye 11 no anka ha no mutia anka mpeni 4 some mpeni 4 3 no omo bed omo 4 no ema 2 ni sambe ma to omo wo so no mo above 20 25 no anka sem no mo be handle no quite simple is it life
Yes,
and
but
living is saying it he
employment.
said I'm in the US but I train my daughter like we are in Ghana yes because girl na make us say didn't buy her 3 years no go school no ne wo fe fa no me say bedu baby ojawa no oye ni body say na ni cousin yet on fried rice into de bia na meti ho opema sem so meti wa no abetena me nchen ne brofo so ye clean fair oye ena wutia ni pe no peso so na mka jen say wa njai su na omo njai de omo ye no oh school mo kro mu tu ni din I say ye besre o udin cry your name keke I grew
my setting, maybe no beko.
Osi obeko
Ah, me na ko, but some of I ko beko.
I was say umanu like ebia
Yes,
say
me pe visa
omuma
man.
kwan aha na
Aha, me
on
person
the
obe
difference
shemu 2 years bi. On say 10% and ebe ye me person like obe shemu na correction ni ye ye.
ebesi sani oma bebre about
Ana
him
me de enya bad o, but on say the na make earlier expectations the ordinanim no, the actions ne say na osi acting ama we expect too much from him.
la boati you die ada eze
Yeah, my
obi
God,
bisa akosia team bisa
my
say
deal. That's why.
why is akosia team in the comments ayo lawyer ya switch cry ya can life and living it
Okay, sure.
so you see the difference between
I have a question.
yeah okay
I don't understand where Ghanaians got the mentality say abuche phone cry and and it's like they fancy the fact that oh abofrani and discipline no. Maybe America I chanced on this dad with onone my bus shopping and obaba cool woman or her mama kind of like she was just stressing everybody out or pulling in your hair no you say in front of us. The way that discipline, white, Caucasians, the way we see trying to ban a toy anymore. And a few people are missing who or me buy me who or like to me or tia man it's somebody confused say so what then is like you can say it especially what Ghana near the cry for about chiba and cranny the and tia mo and cranny the you say you and say na some parts been a ya adopt to say it's like I felt like say we fancy say
who on
Right,
ma
I
oba
want
no
to them
timi
like a
onkofa
bio almost say
onkofa
what
suban bia
no
betra wo
discipline
so
we are or go school and I said
wakwa
oh look
report
bad
obeko
me
proko
and then
no
me that's me problem and you say yeah and tia no feel but the omoye no school na
woman you would
irritate
no
me
crown American.
okay
Make you then come to America like I say down when you are down in Ghana before you traveling. Na say comfort the Miami auntie neighbor. Now or just say Nana Kwame can do stupid things and I say yeah croc I say yeah dan. But this kid was like 8 years in Ghana before he traveled to the UK. And I said Debbie in a crowd abuching no to me bubu mame pruning out to honum. All because of senior you see training or againtiano or be soon there be able to and yes I will say a bet you what to near the so I was like okay so when I came and me who Caucasians and not even come on ya wo more honor the way they are able to straighten their children saying you Ghana but not as severe as the face or Ghana but I feel like say they try to put in an effort more than we immigrants in the crown we try to adopt that I say if a bit more women it's not even you a bit more say you more say hey they be wakran they be able to like it kind of say a fancy bio so then now I didn't really get why but me who be on your Broni on so discipline because me ujumu you was no I can never go the way my
Nico
like
said it's yatra
yeah, because Abby was telling me that no, V, I cannot sleep outside my dad. And you Broni, I said no, we go to church. My dad would never allow that. No, but it's like Ube wo ba wa say krana already no ni morality no afra and morality no from but my meeting no for they speak about morals and you may be here that because no my parents will not take it. No, I have to let them know where I'm going. But you won't be so almost and I bet you say most immigrants and cry.
But on my born and bred there, no, they exhibit some kind of discipline. And I say, some able to make us say, no, my parents will never allow that. No, my household, we don't do that. I can never do that in front of my dad. But I say, when it comes to most immigrants now, hey, debut, and it's not like say, I can't say be or trouble send a paper report, but I say, a fancy be a like I don't really.
But
I can't really wrap up my mind around it.
Vital, you see, it's I don't want to say it's neither here nor there. The thing is that there's a structure in every home. There's a system that carries every home, and these things are transgenerational. When you go into a family and you see that they are a family that are well, they are morally upright. Do you understand? Check they have a grandmother be or a grandfather be that is, there is a structure. It's transgenerational. So it is something that is they are moving on from one level to the other. Go to another family where you see most of the youth there. They are very, they are rude, truants, like vandals, like they behave anyhow, disrespectful and all that. When you look into the family, you will see a trend.
Just
almost
do
you know this aspect too? Rumi, maybe.
When you, I want to learn. When almost Seba, what I say? Even in those families, sometimes there'll be just one person or one lady in the family who becomes friends with the lady next door. And she admires the way that lady behaves and she wants to become like them and they follow them along. It's when you're distraction. Wakonyo obi anipano, the modus operandi wa onuni fie, nebi ni onuni fie. It will cause your modus operandi no. It's on no mode of modus operandi no akosia oti asoti amokom oti asie. Oti amokomo. But okwakofa ahudwo abrabo enodi ba amokom. It's your bamokomo is different. If your team na mokom for nkwa mo bievi sa no mo bievi. And so no kwa no obievi ti say ofia ahudwo. Meaning that there was a distraction. That is why I use the Newton's first law of motion. Because the path you are on, if there is no external force, and it is always dependent on what you are allowing in. If the thing is positive, that is what you get. If it is negative, that is what you get. You understand? So the moment you allow that thing to move you, then you are benefiting from it. And when I say benefiting, it can be both positive or negative. Hey, obviously, Life and Living said
that modus
operandi will clear from your eyes in my house. Yes, sir. Me, my father will never talk when you are doing. He will look at you like this.
And you vanish.
When my father gets a visitor, nobody will tell you to move from the hall. Nobody will tell you that wear your slippers, tuck in. When I was going, if I show you my pictures, me shirt, t-shirt, me tears I'm attacking you.
Hey,
Aka.
You see,
Aka.
That is a
belt. I have over 10 fresh belts. Egua. I don't want to. I would have shown it to you. Just belt. Matosa.
Just let me make this instance and you'll get where I'm coming from.
And belt tokro krito bedem na ese ebie na wan kasa hu fosu I create another one. Boy ebe no.
Sir?
You see.
So if you ask the people I agree with, they'll tell you that me all the time I'm talking. When I wear jeans, I'll talking, cordon, I'll talking, trousers, I'll talking, shorts, I'll talking. It is because of how what I was seeing. What I was seeing at home. Do you understand? And my father, listen, he will talk, oh, bro. He will not talk. But anajuwa danu wechi beyeshi. So because you don't want that, you are trying to meet his marking scheme during the day. My father will give you a book to read. He has read the book like 10 times. And he will give you the book to read. You are expecting him to come and ask you some questions in the first page. Okobisao chapter 10. What is the topic for chapter 10? No a bull or be bull free.
I did not decay another belt.
Me papa bet me aso wa. O ha say. Wa.
BT.
Ti say o rib wa ha say.
Or
Me papa
twisted.
be so wa say.
You see, that's the way.
Ehonam no eye we eye tender mremremre obeso mu say no chim ni say. No ka say gina on 29. Ne voice cry me papa. That choleric man. He's of blessed Mary. He's watching me talking about him. See, his voice. When he calls me, Father, then it looks like my heart jumps and sinks into my stomach. If I'm standing somewhere, somebody tells me that, Father or Papa, I will be alert. I will lose my orientation immediately. He used military precision. So me tia, me no monsa da. Cigarette, me shebe da. We. Just say, are there boys yeah normal? Me oh me. I'll come there.
Old school. Yeah.
I don't even go to parties. If you invite me to a party and I see them mixing alcohol and I see some dressing, I'll leave. I'll stay there, I'll leave. Do you understand? So it is the distraction I'm still talking about. So there are distractions that are positive. So instead of allowing that child to be watching certain movies or visiting certain friends, distract them. Get him a color book where he's coloring some city or he's drawing something or mimicking an image at the top that gives him steps to draw another thing. So you are distracting him from the things that will lead him astray. Do you understand? And what my father did was that when he gave us our room, I had my room, my other two siblings had theirs. But when he got to a time, he was giving me books to read, and he bought almost every book for me. My book, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the pot, the porridge, the pudding. All the books I read all the best time stories. It was in a stack, like about 6 of them. When you finish, then you bring another one. When you finish, then so when he realized that I was interested and I could tell the stories in the book and all that, then he abandoned me to his study. Do you understand? So when I started winning awards, my father knew that he knew what he did to me. So he will be saying that, he will tell me that those days, if he tells me to read a book and do this, then I'll be angry. Like, I don't want to follow through. But today, look at me. I'm writing and I'm winning awards and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Do you understand? So you have to build that civilization. You can create your child's civilization for them. That is different from the civilization around him. And when anywhere he goes, he will be different. He will stand out. Any class I have sat in, when I was in JHS, I sleep in class because I don't sleep early at night. And it was because of a phase in my life. But I was one of the top 3 students in every class. Every class I have sat in up until university. I'm one of the, if you mention 3 people in the class, I'll be part. Because me near Dajia Medi Kwakodi Agura Koya Nyomabi.
Yes, but come to my class and see.
Chosen.
Yeah, you can. I want to. Critical dropped. I want to pick him back.
Okay. Yeah, the reason why I was saying what I was saying earlier was like our church is an predominantly African church, Ghana church. And we were going for a church youth conference, and oh my God, the dressing, the way these kids are dressed, it was like we were going to club. Their cleavages were, their breasts were about to fall down. They have their beads, their tights, and moreover, before this trip,
Belts be a best shoe with, you know.
No, some men in the church were complaining that the way these kids are dressed, you can have a 12-year-old girl in America and they will look like 18 or 20 because of how our body
like the girl that was brought to.
Yeah.
What's her name? Cherise or something. Cherise.
They're dressing weird, and the mother was like, "Hey, you can't want someone. Sorry, no mom, baby mo." And I was like, what is this? And do you know what?
Onupo, omuno ye nwomo aye from Abrofa Kuko.
Abrofa Kuko.
Abrofa Kuko. Like when I see my cousins, some of their tall, big, and I don't know where they are Abrofa Kuko. Onye, so I say penny. So somebody like this, you see a man that is like 28, 30, 33, 32, and he's seeing a girl that is like, you know, it's also an issue of orientation and enlightenment. They don't know when they see that they can't differentiate between the two. Who said any panic jam or yet stout as a well developed in flesh, you know.
Yeah.
Of Elisa or be a bit in ISR.
Baba,
some of the
teenager.
girls, I say, or if the girl I was talking about, or bet me no flirty. A tiff in the Nisu wine within 3 years. A tiff in the Nisu wine, share. The idea no if you on Missy or Soyana Pa, or be on more poly tank, or more fear and boons, your more bibia, your man need the bucket, Pieko boons, you know, their cojari.
Wow.
I know they're not no poem mobile. No, so you have fair into me, so a bucket. Only Timmy here, you say. I don't know if any mammy a white or any papa.
I like that biracials.
Like
mixed
biracial.
Miss oh yeah, coco, but no yeah, basa wabrocho. Yes, you to me call club. Only age, you know, and yes, of course, our places. And I see places or cono, or boat to na daddy, or no munsa, and yes, or no munsa, Nino man, then one day.
New York, Anna.
I don't even know.
Bronze.
Maybe Louisiana.
Name I mean, who took it to be one bag, and when one didn't buy it. You didn't buy it, no. Hey, no, soon, or yeah, no certain, no cabro for now, girl about all the free Ghana come back after 3 years, no can Ghana bro. Best steady.
But when we say me call White Church Youth Program, and these kids were addressed modestly, and I was like, what is happening?
Right, but what's a hey?
What's a
hey?
Miss Daytona?
Yeah.
Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's and let me say and most of these cases in the you don't free Ghana never you or the bees no go or slacks it'll be a church youth program no or much a crop top any slacks and a crop top and so no or more bob price here into money person no more breast no more cleavages nego and none the young nego and wash shorts wash booty shorts if you wash booty shorts na or more bees nego booty shorts and so and they be so nechino ye twa kusino ne like I was so confused with these two and when I'm saying complaints about before see a trip no and me man no more sorry say it's too much to bear because I'm crying about sorry I'm dressing in yet. And but my phone say what's some tears when you open minded they say hi abroach into what's the most and cry no son or mobile dress there about mama ko Broni sorry and cry you church or my dress decently washing a straight dress and a sandals washing a baby come into out into Miss Ayesha na say is it that they've
We vital. Send a word decent blankets no. Send a word decent abofo. Broni so or condemn no. And
I know, but don't say Omona Chroma say no, they dress for the occasion. Or quite sorry, obey, but Sunday Powers or beacher, Uncle Shasa.
By
But I think say we
a
missed some stuff up.
like Adentina, yeah, especially Ghanaian women, cause me was a Nigerians no, or Montesa, Ghanaian women no. Yeah, ye benya cry, your money in your local dialect no cry.
And then maybe king. On
Yes, but serious oh.
Omundi
accent to meet the banner standard.
Ondi Ghana
They don't
feed Mama Ghana Diane.
The baby chicken nuggets by force into a on the pushing the bus obey the tibuni.
Yes, it's true. Oh my God.
Okay.
Mona say. Me who say na wo share comment section what I'm saying na go say abranchore.
Abwe me hu say mon ka papa na asem na me say ma me make bi we de obi amo me.
Akosia wan chia me ame no be ko.
Oh dear ba won say maka. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Omo fidi o mama Ghana aduane.
That is because if you take on that na san kwala no mo ba Ghana Amon do baby, I have fraud boys on your man.
Sometimes I am very true.
Mitchell, in Ghana, Oba Ghana, fraud boy on any benant. You want to mean foul beat to me and me few. Me share more now addresses and make them see. Because me who say only commercial sex work and there's no difference. So I can't come to Osu today. Today. When you come to Osu today, some of the dressings I see in music videos and in the suburban movies that show us the suburban culture in America and the UK. No, some of dressing the commercial sex workers or mujina Osu. Some of dressing.
Yes, but me say
Or
yeah,
your
yeah,
cocoa
school zone.
cocoa tuntuma
Yeah, yeah,
tuntum.
school zone
Oh
say.
wow.
Omo share fientare. He sanka omo dress code. High school for no. Nipa kono ne pant crache ni nika wo she.
You.
And like as low as like second grade,
Udi
third grade,
uba
fourth
free.
grade. No, omo the do.
And I make say, who free? Udi akalano. The Bible says that teach a child how they should grow, and when they go, they'll never depart from it. It's
Me or
better you
Jefferson
start.
County way, Franklin
It's
Jefferson.
better you start the foundation early.
Me or way Gahana.
Oh, okay.
So I hear rougher. Akalani hear rougher. They're funny, bra.
Because I was sleeping.
For yeah, next me for security reasons.
Eh, no, mama me we are nipa boni pa.
Why next me
Na be me share with you.
Obi bisa no for security reasons. I'm saying okay. They said Obi bisa me there for security reasons.
Benny told me that. Benny HRAs told me that.
You see?
Hey, so Robi had show be from here to Benny.
For security reasons. You see? What? Is it the
So
Yes,
they
mommy,
don't think
but
that
that make
today.
go.
You guys, you don't know. You don't know what is happening in Ghana. That's your trano. I like the beach. I like the beach a lot.
A lot of people moved to Ghana by Abrocha. They were not exposed in Ghana as an omobaha. Obi what I mean by that is say obi oho no maybe owo Ghana no ono kwa wanda ndwe hu mpo so obeba bruchi nipa na bia babia na wo hya nyame di ni bedru ha nti nipa no onye expose nti oba na bia wo bewu eba wo krom ha na ne ba no eka brofo obi oho ma ne ba no kwa eyusu cursive language kwa say any dey say ye rade me pa no ma bewu be me be ya no ne brofo nti yeah. I'm telling you the truth. When you are not exposed in Ghana,
it's very true. It's true,
Okay.
Whereas say some of us now, glory be to God, our
okay, life and living is the suburban.
Our parents
Oh,
were
Kasaka, Akosua, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was
it's
reading
okay.
aloud. Sorry.
Some of us now, our parents were exposed in Ghana. No, it's like nothing pushes them. There was a kind show. Whereas some of no exposed, and you can tell. So I say, BBBA na yo mo ya so mo sure mo mampo mo na no mo ya broche phone because me family, my parents don't care about broche phone call because if they made you, we be vanish. It's just as simple. But ebimu hana some of the parents too. I think say in the quest of trying to say you make properties, yeah, pay Japadia, you be coffee, you be hano, they forget to parent.
Sometimes I don't think it is so. Sometimes they want their children to have
true. What Akosua is saying is true.
Yes, but I'm telling you,
some of them they at the end of the day, a different, orientation. They will be different.
Yes, but and so na my man no be or no the obsession you know so or ne Broni be na ne ba no enya like mixed race no ne Also ebia whitewash omo generations kwa without even knowing.
Akosua ti de na yampa o. Tax o mo be file nyina no on fa nye bibia wo ne babra bomodi nyina ba be go Ghana.
In that
communities papa.
Communities papa. We have had this discussion here before, and one time I was advising the house that if you know that you are going to build a mansion in Ghana and you visit it twice stay in it less than 3 months.
And yes, but you pay someone to live in it and pay his
and
bills.
go back there and pay me to be living in your mansion for you.
Oh,
you're wasting money.
And
Live there.
because everybody
they don't get it.
To be
You
able
understand?
to afford the
So,
bills for her.
Mama, be a Ghana better than this stone jungle because yes, uko new site. Yes, sida kesi na shawma maybe kre muafu. Nkofo so ni na mo ni baby da. Nkofo insu ti abrochi. Obeba, when you go to some parts of Accra, like some of the estates and the new sites are massa. A dance is war, a do war. Who then is your no say, and Crawford no, or Bagana, on even 1 month to Musu, show mammy for net or more wugum. So why are you wasting the resource?
Yes, but only my personal
Yes, but
observation.
you be surprised how they
They are
live over
trying
here.
to impress.
You be
It's almost like a
surprised.
competition.
Yeah, you be surprised how those people.
Once a year, Mammy got an hour.
But yes, but listen, you be
Accra,
surprised how these people live
And
over here.
yes,
The
but
same people that are building these huge houses, right?
Yes,
They come
yes.
over here and they live like impoverished lifestyles.
Yes.
yes, but
They're not enjoying their life over here. They're sharing 2 bedrooms with other people to pay rent.
Listen, you spend live the life that you feel will make you feel good. That is within your budget. That would give you the joy you need because
One of the states that I enjoyed visiting.
I'm coming. And Embassy Mansion I wouldn't say in a year you will not stay in that house for more than 60 days. You come to Ghana, you stay in the house for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you are gone. Then the next time you are in Ghana, it's maybe another holiday season. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you are gone. You do this all your life and you leave the mansion there. And somebody lives in that house 10, 11, or let's say 10 months looking after the house for you. Then why did you build it? If you're not coming to live in it, why build it?
yes, but most of them live in 2-bedroom house with 5 kids.
Yes.
When you come back and listen, when you come back and you come back in your old age, you will not be able to enjoy the facilities. At the time you built it, you will not be able to enjoy it. Are you getting what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you should rather be a minimalist and check your budget. Look for a decent place that you can manage or whatever. Look at the number of children you have. If a property, opa, keep piskanuna beto, se time do na sa obeba no beto. But maybe since you're not seeing
yes, but the me who say,
Mostly. Me with you or me with you or no. Na me paint you. Now chia light bill. Now chia water bill. Now chia bruche. No abetnemu just 2 months in a year. Every year.
Sacrificial land for their next generation.
No, wait, TikTok on Tokwa.
Mami cut now mansion.
Because if you're TikToking Tokwa, said and Tokwa to see
there are also levels to living in America. I was trying to say something when he was talking. Okay. So there are also levels to living in America, right? Because for instance, I have lived in Northeast before, and then I visited places like the South, like Atlanta. When you go to with immigrants living in Northeast and everything, unless you're really in the high end of people, when you travel to places like Atlanta, Georgia, all those places, you're gonna respect Black people or even immigrants over there. They're living a luxurious life. They are when you go and visit them, you're gonna respect them. Their houses and where they are living.
Their houses are cheap.
It's not a matter of cheapness. It's a matter of they have built a class for themselves too.
Okay.
You understand? They have built it. Most of them are business owners instead of like when you go to the Northeast with immigrants, they were doing these miniature jobs, like always doing this care and everything. When you go to places like Georgia, Texas, all these people, you be inspired to have a profession. You be inspired to go to school. You be inspired. You will not just be working on the people. So those kind
So
of
there's some form of standard.
I'm telling you, that levels to them. That levels to them.
Yeah, I think what Yeye is saying is true. Depends on where part you live in and the things that kind of challenges you there.
But do you know that buildings in Ghana are very expensive? Are you aware?
Yes, but
Yeah.
You know,
money
living in
laundry
Accra
no
is
na
very
massa
expensive.
de yes.
You know, living in Accra is very
Let the
expensive.
be beside question or comments, but I don't think she understood or say. So because you don't live in Ghana, you shouldn't build a house there to Boise. So how do we say most times people get confused.
She doesn't understand what I'm saying.
See if you were Ghana, but do not neglect yourself in
whilst establishing that.
Now, Shawama Mini.
Because most of us
Now, Shawama Mini to fear. Or no better not fear any 10 months. Now, we are better 2 months. We better not broche 35 years, 40 years.
Yes, about 2 months cry. Oba ya na obi say bisa family cry bisa when are you leaving? When I ask what na omo konso.
Odi anya botre.
Obi wo ho no mo.
Odi afani say 2 months every year. Oba Ghana, I best spend 2 months.
Ombe we drama wo mabi kwa.
Now Shawama Mini bet now fear. Sometimes ke bi mu use strangers because if you na we si no pese bu she ni bi kra be hu say ni fear. Na stranger ti ho. Not the documents ni ti abrochi. Oba Ghana. Oba say sa for 30, 35 years, 40 years. No, ebi okọ abrochi no in the early 20s. No about down after 60 something say Oba rest. Now after 60 something, how you enjoy that facility? You are limping already. You are old age, you can't shout, you can't run, you can't do anything. If you have a loved one, you can't be running around the house to do a romance. If it is a story building and there's no lift in it, stairs no bedroom baby want to mean frubium.
Yes, but I won't say who can't the aftermath, the mumu no Ghana aftermath. But let me tell you, while the person is building that mansion in Ghana, no, most of them are neglecting or needs, just basic necessities.
And their self too.
Paycheck, I instead say be or better about school supplies or better sneakers. Minimum be or you know what to say be you're homeless in cinema school for an and more free supplies because
yes, it's true.
Yes, but they are on every benefit you know.
Yes.
What they do is say show money into school for once they are social worker from there, they chip in to help the kids so the kids don't look terrible in school. But at the end of the day, no. What the buy I go through way. Ya be a school unto new sneakers. Mrs. Spanish for mojo tax returner. They take their kids to shopping. Akorabia, you get a sneakers, you get a sneakers. Spanish ni ba when ya kobia benya Jordans. Ghanaian parents, they don't do that. Omo just kana afen omo de kobo omo dan so. Afen omo de koy de nti omo neglect woman na nti sa mansion na mumu hu ne Ghana ho fefefe no. It's at the expense of them not taking care of their kids. And no na problem no. Because akolako school basic necessities why you say just a wono onye ejuma why you so ni sika bibia you don't have money for anything. Well, yes, who say you have the money, you have the means, but you are choosing not to do it. Oh, a lot of things will have would the yakola. A bedroom baby nakola no can answer my enka. Oh, into some mind because me, I don't mean shut down who be or Ghana. Ghanaians don't do that. People living in Ghana, they don't do that. Almost sure mama at the private schools, echo tuition.
Out of whole packet, wa broche na we buseni no packet. Enti obi wa broche or share ne sisters more than one ma.
Mama bibia school fees were Ghana so ono ne ba na wa ha na krom ha na school ye free na. E was say bia nko pe or talk like a bia online course to say bia Grammarly and bibisa depending on where Akran struggle. All these are sold online. Their courses are if you want to after school courses, you can do it online. Be much charging $99 a month. And all of that.
Lexia Nessa dream box.
And on or palace can you now sit down into
is it also because like we don't know those things available for the kids? Because a lot of people, they don't know.
Teachers, no, yeah, they tell you.
They don't know because
Listen,
schools tell
do you
them.
know that?
Schools gonna
Yeah.
catch you.
Do you know that? Let's use
They don't care.
this DL case. The early that came out. The 19 properties that were listed. The 2 people that did that property, they have not lived in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've not lived in 5. Some are story buildings, some are uncompleted. The woman is 63. She's still working in Germany. She lives in a very nice house in Germany. When they took some videos of the place and put it out, and everybody, I think it's gone viral. But 19 properties, and the man himself, he lived in just 3.
And fake dresses.
Domi, Tantra, East Legon. The wife there,
None of them.
and a Krobagana or
No, man, no, they be all fake.
What do you mean he wears
working,
fake?
Broni?
What do you mean by that?
Anyone's name, please.
Okay.
Who's wearing fake?
You guys be careful with my legend, okay?
They couldn't even, he couldn't even buy
understand,
an original
those
dress.
of you who don't understand where I'm coming from, it's different if you put up like a 30 bedroom flat, whatever, maybe 6-story, 7-story, and you're using it for a hotel or an Airbnb or for rentals, or you're selling it out. That's different. But as a property that you own, like a luxury that you think that you deserve and you want to enjoy, when you know that even your sleep, the sleep you sleep, your sleep will take a quarter of your life. So no matter the age you are today, if you are 30 years, you should know that sleep has taken a quarter of that 30 years. If you are 40 years, you should know that sleep has taken 10 years out. You're just sleeping takes a quarter of your life away. Now come to work. How many hours do you spend at work? That aspect also takes that part of your life away. And then there is just those little windows, vacations, and the time to rest, and some weekends that you used to do 1 or 2 things and all that. So if you know that in your mind of minds, you don't see yourself coming at your early 40s, early 50s to come and settle and enjoy your luxury, don't waste your time. Unless you have so many children or you want to alleviate your family from poverty. So you want to do like the way now our man is saying that those things must remain in the family to change the family's fortune. Are you getting me? So if that's the case, then fine. But if that's not the case, then live that quality life there, and then just because in crime you cannot go aye.
Yes, but oh, say, and crybaby. Who what their parents have accomplished, they tend to hate them because of how deprived they were in abroad.
They always hate them.
Yeah, they refuse to move back. Abandon your money just to spite the parents.
Yeah. Mimi papa bia or Ghana pe no de ne ma be jame. Because on chat take it in fan and that man owns multiple properties around the muda.
Hey, Vita, I'm watching you.
Chat take it in man and baby.
That my friend is married though.
I know.
He will make you a baby mama. He's married.
No. I know. Like we know.
Yeah, Vita, yeah.
You get it now.
Oh yeah, not just say. Or the mana baby jammy now or Ghana, ni mammy and so won't chat take it to my back or Ghana. That the oldest is in college, second one in Beko College. She's in her last year of high school. Third one is also Beko High School. 3 kids, they've never been to Ghana. But Papa no won multiple properties. Or Ghana, no, abe, na me per se, and come in the movie jail, na me come see no problem, I'll take them. But the problem is, and crown also your property mom, you can't even buy tickets to some of my own court. It's by the time now, Akola Chrono, only the funny thing too, he used to threaten them with Ghana to say, oh, as I didn't so mujai. Even in Krano, and for man, they are happy because they are so traumatized by the name Ghana. Inti Papa ni say mission and
take on one grave.
Okono will build the properties. No, yes, I say all of this will be nothing because in Kwano, Ghana Hokorano,
No, better the hokra.
But Akosua, do you know why they become spiteful? In as much as our accent also made them being bullied at school, the way they keep them, because these parents will not shop for these kids. Enter the papa you want to be man or better Walmart or better thrift store.
Who are coming out to say